106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Let's tidy up this tangle of film by putting it on a reel. Here is a motion picture film, 1,000 feet, 16,000 separate photographs.
Welcome, everybody, to the official space section of the charter.
What's the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Sir, you're out of order.
Out of order. I show you out of order.
Hey, everybody, I'm Michael.
I'm Mustache.
I'm Jimmy, and if my boss is listening, all the offensive things that I said were actually said by Martin Navarro.
I am the offender, Martin Navarro, totally out of Vancouver.
Welcome back to the show, listener. Thank you for tuning into another episode. This week on the show, this is inspired by Glicked Weekend, right? The big old hashtag Glicked.
Is that what you're calling it?
That's what they're calling it.
No, that's what you're calling it.
No, that's what they're calling
So when
it.
you wrote Glicked, I thought of Jiminy Glick, and I was looking at the photo, and I'm like, I don't
That's
get it.
not right.
And then
See?
I realized that was the fucking...
When I saw Letterboxd do an interview with the cast and be like, so what do you think of Glicked Weekend?
Shouldn't it be Glicked?
That's got to be Glicked.
What about Glicked?
Or it's just Wicked.
Do you guys remember Oppenheimer? Let's talk about that one.
Yeah, that was a way better brand.
That was a good one. That was an
right?
easy sell right there.
Barbenheimer, Oppenheimer, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or
Barbenheimer.
Oppen
Oppen-Barbie.
yeah, like you had there's more syllables.
Oppen-Arby.
But yeah, inspired by Glicked Weekend, we've already done our fan casting and recasting of The Wizard of Oz, which was a lot of fucking fun.
And they're going to make it, I heard.
I heard too. I heard Bob Odenkirk's actually going to be Tin Man. He got word filming in Winnipeg
Wow.
that this was coming. No, we did that. So now we're doing Gladiator 2. And we thought it would be really funny to remake American Gladiator in honor of, but do it the way we know how to do it, put our cinematic spin on said things. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be now because we're cheap here at the Real Debaters. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna make a new show for you. We're gonna throw some new challenges at you. We're gonna see who from the TV and movie universe should be involved in it, from production all the way up to actually being the new Wolf or Laser, as Jimmy said before.
They're all, or Blitz.
Blazer.
The Diamond.
Blazer. Blazer.
What did you say they were? They weren't athletes. They were.
Oh, no, they aren't actors. These are bodybuilders on cocaine.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The documentary is fantastic.
The documentary was so
good.
riveting.
It's amazing.
Did you guys watch it?
Yeah. Oh, it's
Incredible
amazing.
television.
It's amazing.
I was like, I always wanted to fire those big dart cannons.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was so much
I wonder
fun.
if they have to.
Well, that was the best era of American Gladiator.
And
that was
the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Martin, was it big for you?
Oh, I love the American Gladiators. I always wanted to do that one where they're shooting the tennis balls at you. That's
Yeah, that's
I feel like
awesome.
I could have done that.
I could have outrun a tennis ball.
It was
Right?
definitely someone who played video games that thought of that whole thing, because it's like a giant fucking like, hey, you're gonna just shoot tennis balls at
How
someone.
much practice
like,
do the gladiators have at shooting the tennis balls? Like, they don't really. You can't really aim
how
that.
much
guys have been to
practice
tank
did they
this
have
week.
doing cocaine?
They get pretty accurate with those. They got pretty
That's
accurate
true.
with those.
When your pupils are dilated,
You're
More coke.
They made them practice with blinders on. Like fucking doped up horses in a horse.
right? That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
great.
that's what's on the show for you this week, listener. But before we get to it, we are doing things. There's things that we do. We like you to know about them. Jimmy, what's going on in the world of comedy?
Laughs at Gaffs November 30th, but more importantly, I'm back at Yuck Yucks December 13th and 14th, doing a split middle with somebody. Can't remember who's hosting, but they have a comedian coming in from Toronto. Very funny guy. Come down and see it, please.
You'll be able to find those tickets in the show notes. We'll put the link up for those specific shows. And what a better way to laugh than to laugh with, such comedic performances at Christmas time. Like
That's
those.
right. It's going to be beautiful.
Come see Jimmy's show at Yuck Yucks.
Give me a ride there.
What did you say about the Friday night show?
The Friday night show, there's no more early or late show. It's just down the middle at 8 o'clock. So
Gives you time to go
gives you a
home.
little bit extra time.
Right.
Yeah.
Feed the
Yeah.
kids, get the sitter,
Yeah.
date night.
Get ripped.
Get ripped.
Take a dump.
Take
Take
a dump.
Hey,
Take
listen,
a sweet dump.
dumps at home way better than dumps on dates.
Extra hour to take a dump.
It's a long dump.
Well,
Take some laxatives with that cocaine. That's right. Take my poos.
go laugh.
So the American Gladiator shitting in this bit?
Yes.
Got
Of
it.
course.
Okay, cool. And always the daughter Thursdays.
Yep, and every Thursday at the Daughter, we're back with comedy. Follow the new Instagram account at Comedy at the HD. Don't follow the old one. The old one is OGCHD, or as I call it, OG Chode.
It's you don't need a chode. You don't need any more chodes in your life.
No, you
especially
do
that
not.
One,
Follow
so.
the new account.
Plus, the
Comedy
new
at
account so
HD.
far is great. I
Up to
really
1,000.
Like
We hit 1,000.
I like the new posts so far.
We hit
They're
1,000.
great.
We're doing it. We're
And
back.
you have those
great.
banners that you got back.
We got
from-
the banners
Those are
back.
fresh, man.
Oh,
They
we
are
got the banners.
less chody banners.
We're
man.
back.
Yeah.
The show is back.
Yeah.
We're back
It's
to where
full
we
force.
once were. That's
It's
right.
full force. It's good.
Charles, how's
I'm about to make it a pants.
You should.
yeah? You know the guy who
Yeah.
runs the room. You probably hooked that up.
Martin, I've been writing like crazy, and I've been bugging Jimmy. I'm telling him like I'm still chicking out, but I'm like I think I'm ready to like at least try to do a
Just gotta
open
do it like a
mic.
Band-Aid, bro.
So when you're
Yeah,
here,
rip it off.
when you're here, we'll all go one night. I'll do a bunch of cocaine and just shit on the stage.
Guys, we don't need to do cocaine today to get in character.
Chicken and shit.
And you're coming out more angry Englishman with the
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no. I'm just switching up the format a little bit with Nerdgasm. I'm going to do a little bit more of a nerd rant, kind of John Oliver Daily Show kind of idea. So, there's a lot of stuff always going on, and there's a lot of like shit behind the scenes, just like all movie gossip bullshit.
Pop culture never stops.
Yeah, pop culture is at an all-time craziness. So,
Yeah.
I found a format. I'm excited to try it out. So, yeah, we're gonna just kind of rebrand, have a little bit more episodes, be more topical, if you will. I'm gonna try and make it a weekly thing so I can be on top of things. and
Who's your
whatnot.
most recent model?
What's up?
I said, who's your most recent model?
Oh,
as I
that's
snorted?
so. It's one of my good.
Not cocaine.
It's one of my good friends, Megan. She's
Yeah.
the one I do all my Halloween shoots with. Yeah. She's
Fucking scares me when I scroll and that's there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. This year, yeah, we did Evil Dead this year. We had a lot of fun with that one. She got like prosthetic stuff to actually like, yeah. No, it was, she's just, she's a childhood friend, and she did special effects makeup and stuff in school. So it was kind of like a hobby and stuff. And then, of course, when I found that out, it was like, would you want to ever do stuff? So
yeah.
A collab.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, but no. And then I think last year with Barbie, we did Demon Barbie. So she did a half and half. So it was a half Barbie, half.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyways, no new content coming out. It's going to be stuff on the or stuff on the Instagram page that's just for the Instagram page, and then stuff for the YouTube channel that's just for the YouTube channel. So you should subscribe to both. You can get the full experience. But
Click
should
that
be fun.
bell.
That's right. That's
Click that
right.
bell.
I like that. Click that bell.
CTD, baby.
What about you, Mike? What do you got up?
What do we?
What do you
Well,
got?
What do you
What do we got? What do we got?
I mean, I'm
what?
I'm going to Hip-Prov tomorrow.
Are you going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, that's
You're
great.
doing
That's
improv
great.
tomorrow?
No, I'm going to Hip-Prov.
Oh.
Half hypnosis,
that?
half
Colin
half improv.
Mockery.
Colin Mockery.
You got a ticket to that?
Oh.
That's
Shauna
awesome.
got us all
Yeah.
tickets.
Hell yeah.
It's Shauna's birthday tomorrow. So
That's awesome. That's great.
I'm on Take Care of the Night, so that's my
Nice.
birthday
Yeah.
present.
Be careful of your ankles.
Hey.
No, listen. I have been putting up with. Will you do it for my birthday? I'm like, I won't do it for the fucking.
You got
I won't do it for Brad Pitt's fucking
Come
birthday.
on.
I might go, so I'll
Yeah,
let you know.
Let me know.
That'd
Like,
be fun.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
we're going out for dinner and then.
But
we're
yeah,
going to that.
Martin, basically they they hypnotize people and make them do improv. And Colin Mockery is one of the improvisers that's going to be hypnotized. It's one of the craziest things I've ever heard for a show, but when I saw Colin Mockery, I was like, I'll watch that man do whatever. So,
Dude,
yeah.
improv shows, everybody's also got we all anticipate someone's going to come out of it.
Yeah.
And when they come out of it, they're just like, off the stage. Or like me, they're like, can you walk off the stage?
drag.
Roll, sir, roll.
Yeah. Fucking Quasimodo over here with
Like
the way I walk.
15 years ago, I saw Whose Line Is It Anyway at the Bird, and it was Colin, Ryan, Greg Stiles, and Brad.
Greg Proops?
Greg Proops and Brad. Oh,
Sorry, Ryan Stiles, Greg something.
Greg Proops.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Proops. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Colin Mockery, and then Brad. I want to say Brad. I don't know.
I remember
can't-
I know the Brad.
Yeah, I was like, I
Yeah.
think it was.
He looks like a
It was
Brad.
one of the OG like lineups or whatever, and it was amazing. And I was like up, like all the way up, and it was great.
Oh, you were in the
So-
church pews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in the Lincoln booth, man.
No.
It doesn't make it less funny.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no.
It's just, it makes it
No.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your back is straight coming out of there then. No, what do we have? We have
Holiday
movie
trivia.
holiday movie
Yeah.
trivia. It's
Yeah.
happening December 6th.
At LBJ, and that is getting shared quite excessively. Get tickets while you fucking can.
Yeah.
If you like, we're going to do what we did last year, and we're going to probably do it again next year because it's a lot of fun to do it once a year.
What is it?
It is December 6th
December 6th.
at 7:30. 7 o'clock, you register for your team, sit down, you get your beers. You grab a snack.
Maybe a
and
big pretzel, who knows?
Yeah, stuff your face with a grilled cheese. They're
There's
delicious.
nothing better than a grilled cheese,
and a beer.
But this is going to be packed. If you have
Yep.
your team,
Yep.
get it in now.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you will.
Don't wait.
Also,
Don't wait.
we normally give away prizes to the first two teams. Best Christmas sweater, ugliest Christmas sweater will also get something as
That's
well too.
nice.
So come dress.
LBJ
festive.
gives a prize pack. We give a couple of prizes. You know.
Exactly.
So Christmas gear is very
Highly encouraged.
It's very highly
encouraged.
Yeah.
Be weird if you didn't.
I'm gonna wear my ugly sweater.
I'm gonna
Oh, hell
see
yeah.
if
I got a
can.
couple.
I can bring a friend.
Oh.
He's tall. He's green. He's got a puppy.
Oh.
Somebody in my life bought my mother a 6-foot blow up Grinch
I was
Okay.
for her birthday.
That's awesome. You're gonna see if you could bring it in there. Or
Yeah.
What? Cool.
I think you just do it.
Yeah, you'll meet him later.
do it.
Exercise those lungs now, Mike.
Hey guys, do you have an outlet I can plug in a speaker? And it's just this fucking
I'd say
giant
just
Grinch.
do it.
Yeah, and it's like you can punch it and it falls over. And
Oh,
comes
that's
back
great.
Up, so
It's like a punching, little punching.
Yeah,
thing.
What are they going to
Cool.
ruin Christmas?
Yeah.
Just bring it in.
No,
Oh, I'm not.
absolutely unacceptable. Get that shit out of here.
I'm just making
Yeah.
sure they don't pin it to the ground first
I
before
see.
I have to then
Right.
take it from them.
Right.
They're the problem, not little
That could be the
Joe.
Krampus/Grinch surprise.
It could
so-
be, yeah. Here's
yeah.
your final judge of the evening.
Right.
I took some video of him last night. You guys will all meet him later.
You know, it's fun. We're doing Beat the Debater. Charles has never heard of the holidays.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is gonna, it's going to be tough for him. We're going to make fun of him all night. It's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Christmas.
So
hell is
December.
that?
Do you know what happens in December? Big day in December.
Yeah, it just
Charles.
fucking snows like fucking a hurricane snow.
Boxing Day?
Yeah. Oh, you guys are talking about sales like Walmart Day?
That's his big day.
$10 a ticket.
Yeah.
Tickets are on sale
you know
right
what?
now.
Walmarts are now open 24 hours a day now because of the Christmas season. So
Oh God.
true.
Oh
It's true.
God.
So you can buy.
if you're craving some bacon at 3 a.m.,
And I am.
go to your local Walmart.
I need some Lego. It's 2 a.m. man. I think I'll put together a Lego.
If
set.
you
Just
if you
do it in the aisle. No one cares. It's 3 a.m.
I'm just making sure all the pieces are here.
all right.
hang on. If you want, there are Christmas sweaters on sale right now at Walmart. Speaking of Walmart,
You
so
can
if
get a
don't
nice
have
little
one,
ugly cheap one.
You can get one for like
Yeah.
$15 right now. So we highly encourage that. $10 a ticket. December 6th, 7:30, Little Brown Jug, 335 William Avenue. Tickets are on sale in the link in our bio for all of our social media as well as the show notes. Like Jimmy said, get them now. Don't wait because
You'd be stupid to wait.
Waiting's for
Yeah.
turkeys, and you're not a turkey.
There's two things.
Don't take the chance. Like, don't just come to the door and expect there to be seats. It's just
not.
not a risk that you don't want to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
There might not even be a door. So then, who's the idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah. now you
Get your
can't even-
tickets.
Yeah.
Who's stupid now?
Then you'll have to sit outside, and you don't want to do that.
You're gonna have to like
Trivia? There's no trivia here.
You're gonna have to read our lips through the glass to
Yeah.
figure out what
Oh
we're
my God!
asking.
They're yelling through the glass.
Just get your tickets.
four? B, right? B. Shut up. No. All right.
The answer is mom, you idiots.
So there you have it, listener. All of the stuff that we like to tell you about, please go check it out and
Check it out.
be awesome. Without further ado, let's step off this mortal coil. Martin, what did you watch this week?
What did I watch this week? I finally got to see Alien Romulus.
Yay!
Oh,
Yay.
Yay! Wait, what if he
I
hates
liked it.
Oh, thank God.
Except the ending was a little weird. That's the only thing.
You guys keep talking.
But I did like
Fine.
it. I like.
What do you
the
mean,
whole new
Martin?
crew. I like that they always have an android aboard, which
Yep.
is nice.
Yeah.
The kill scenes are pretty cool. You know.
Martin, when
I
they
like
were
those.
mean to Andy, I was
just hated that
just
the first person who died was Navarro. I'm like, come on,
yeah,
man,
Yeah.
that's
they're
me.
killing Martin.
Every time I heard that name, I was like, "Whoa, Martin's gonna love this."
He's gonna die first. I'm like, why did they make her die first? why
Classic
did the Asian have
Navarro.
to die first? Why can't it be
Classic.
one of the whites?
Hers was also like, yeah, because hers was when you first see that like radar thing, that X-ray thing. Yeah, her
Yeah.
death
Well,
was
and them just
savage.
pulling it off
Well,
of
you
her.
know-
out
Yeah,
of her
that
throat.
was so oh man, that was.
As soon as you saw the X-ray thing, I'm like, oh no, this is gonna
This
they're
is gonna
show
happen.
Alien somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
I really love the like very much video game scene, but I think it worked when they hit the anti-gravity and all the aliens are floating, and it's like. I was like,
Tell me that's
this is
not
such a
sick.
video game level, but I love it.
And the
like,
lock-on.
Yeah, it was so like perfect.
The aim assist. They call it aim assist. Jim.
They do.
Aim
yeah,
assist.
yeah, aim assist. That's
It
right.
is
yeah.
aim assist.
Yeah. That was great.
Oh, it's I just
And those actors are fun. I don't know where they found those kids, but they were all like unbelievable.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, Isabel Merced is going to be in Last of Us season 2.
That's right, she's
the
Dina.
pregnant girl. She's going to be in Last of Us season 2.
That's right,
She was
that's
also in
right.
that Mark Wahlberg movie where they adopted 3 kids. She was like the older sister.
What?
That's where I recognize her from. Isabel Merced.
The one with him and Rose Byrne, I
Rose
think?
Byrne.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rose Byrne. They adopted.
Neighbors.
Like I think it's called Instant Family. with
Neighbors
Tom Segura was
3.
in it too as well.
They adopt Zac Efron.
They
and,
do.
No,
Beautiful
But it was,
movie.
yeah, I like
thought it
that.
was
And then I liked how they had the hologram Ian Holm.
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty. That was a wild card. I didn't expect that, to
Changed
be
his
honest
name
with
though.
you.
It wasn't Ash. It was Rook now. So
Rook, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Ash was an
Ash was
iteration.
dead,
of him.
yeah.
That's right.
Ash
That's
was like
right.
the 4700th
And
version.
Yeah.
from what I
yeah.
understood, the family was completely fine with it.
They were. They were.
So I have no issue
Because fans
with
all
it.
went crazy, and then the
Yeah.
family was like,
It's like,
no.
no,
They came to us, and we were cool with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all you can do.
Because what is it? The director said he
Fede.
had an alternate. So if the family said no,
Yeah.
he was like, then we had
got
a
a plan.
whole plot
Was it
where
gonna
it
be
didn't
David
need
Aid?
that.
Yep.
It just wouldn't have. It probably wouldn't have had that. It would have just been another android because
When
it
they-
wasn't the only android, right? Like there.
I
was-
would get visibly upset
Well,
when they were
Andy,
mean to
Andy was the other.
That
android.
kid was a
Andy. I just get that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that kid was a phenomenal actor.
He was.
I know.
He's-
I've
he's
never
actually-
seen him in
when you got
anything.
the upgrade, you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Oh, when he
Yeah.
goes
What
he
a
just starts
character
running.
change.
He just starts. I was like, oh my god.
accent and all too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What a character change.
And mannerisms, they're so different from each
Oh,
other.
wow.
Yeah.
It's technical. It's moving. Have you guys ever seen the movie Upgrade?
Yeah.
It's
fantastic.
Just,
Heard about it.
Yeah.
Lee L did
It's
it.
really
Yeah.
good.
And so the
Is
movement.
that Simon Rex?
No,
No.
it's not Simon Rex.
It's Lee L.
It's a guy from fucking. He was in the OC. That's
Yeah.
where I know him from.
Okay. All right.
He's fantastic. But the way he moves, he trained with a Cirque du Soleil performer, and it's how a computer would run a body, right?
Yeah.
Moving your body as efficiently as possible.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like that's what they did with Andy and Alien Romulus.
Very underrated movie too. Upgrade is phenomenal.
So sick.
Very good.
Watch
movie.
it, Mike. You'll
yeah,
love it.
It's really good. Martin, did you hear they are doing a direct sequel
To Romulus, yeah.
Well, aren't they doing like the
Alien
TV shows
Earth.
coming out soon? Alien Earth.
Yeah.
So they said Alien Earth is supposed to be before Ripley.
Yeah.
So this is a.
Okay.
I
It
think
fits
Alien
after
Earth.
Covenant on the timeline.
Yeah. So I think So it's supposed to be like So it's
why
in the
they-
prequels.
Why the colony
essentially.
is looking for.
That's right.
I think that's
Alien.
the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Life outside of Earth,
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly. Because the Earth is shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you just have a world of Elon Musk's where they're like, why not? I'm going to send all these
Hey, why-
rockets and see what the fuck happens.
Why not? That's not a bad idea.
Why
right?
not? Why not?
Well,
Why
the
do I-
aliens kind of look like Elon from Prometheus. Just Elon.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the biggest mic drop moments I think that Ridley did in the franchise was I think it was Prometheus where he was like, "Hey, guess what? Aliens are actually
It's a fucking mask.
in the human chain."
know, it's
And
funny,
it's like,
guys.
what the fuck?
I have
People
a,
shit on those movies, but Covenant and Prometheus are fantastic, and I think if
I
you
like
don't
them
like
both.
them,
I
it's
love
on you.
Prometheus.
I like
Wasn't the
Covenant.
biggest fan of Covenant, but I love Prometheus.
I think those
love
movies
it.
are
I've
Prometheus
got a,
is one of my
I've
all
got a
time.
timeline if you guys want of
Yeah,
everything.
hit.
But
hit with the
Romulus
timeline.
is my favorite alien thing
So
so
far,
far.
100% agree.
Phenomenal.
Here's your
Like,
timeline.
couldn't agree more.
2093 is Prometheus.
Yeah.
2104 is Alien Covenant. 2120 is Alien Earth. 2122 is Alien.
Okay.
2142 is Alien Romulus.
Oh, right, because it's in between aliens.
It's 20
right?
years
It's
after.
20 years after.
That's right.
2179 is Aliens.
Right, and that's 40 years after
Yeah.
Alien,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
And then, well, actually 60 after Alien.
Whee!
2122 to 2180. Almost 60
Holy
years.
shit.
Almost 60
Wow.
years. Then Aliens is Alien 3 is 2179 as well because it's right after.
Before we move on, I want to say one more thing about Romulus.
Sure.
I think I understand people's complaints that they didn't like how much it maybe took from the first movie.
Yeah.
But thank you. But I
Like
think
which first movie, Jimmy? Was it like the Prometheus or was it
Alien.
Prometheus?
They're saying Alien.
Take
yeah,
from
from
Alien.
Alien.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think without, let's pretend Alien doesn't exist for a minute. And
Yep.
you saw this movie as a standalone thing. Is this
Yep.
not one of the greatest sci-fi movies that you've ever seen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what's
Again,
the fucking
it's-
problem?
It's
What
a,
do you mean?
Again, placing.
People have complaints about Romulus that it bit too much off of the first Alien movie.
But,
But
it
he
has
literally-
to because
it
it's
has to.
the
It's
timeline,
part
the
of the
timeline.
series.
It
Michael.
also literally got marketed from day
It's
one
40
as
it's-
in between Alien and Aliens.
Thank
They
you.
would only say that
Thank you.
because it's a
I love it.
correlation.
I love that dirty tech. That
Dude,
dirty tech
I
Yeah.
agree.
That's my
yeah.
favorite part.
And again, I'm a fanboy at the end of the day. I fucking got giddy when he was like, "Get off her, you bitch."
Thank
I
you.
was like, because I looked at Claudia when he
Can I say
just said
this?
"Get off her," and I was
When I
like, "Oh
heard
man!"
that-
And then when he was like, "You bitch," I was like, "Oh, yes."
Now
That line, I gotta say this. I laughed so much, and I feel bad because it reminded me of Jimmy from South Park. He had the stutter. I was like, that's what I thought of when.
Have you heard about this?
Right?
Okay,
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I got one thing to say about that. I love your first point of it's 20 years after. It has to be the dirty tech. It has to be the
It's
same.
the same movie.
It has to be everything, right?
Yeah.
Because
The
that's-
opening of it was beautiful.
Think
It was
of
the
it as
opening
a
of Alien.
sequel.
and
The
20
ship's
years
opening,
20
was
years,
nice.
not a lot can advance.
No, it's
right?
not.
So
No.
that was great.
Yeah.
But when they started to use lines that have infamy behind them and fan base, that's when I was like, Fetty, you did so well making this world that we all remember and love, but then you used points like you could have created where maybe that had come from, right? Because he doesn't know how to swear yet because he's that version. Like,
Oh, yeah,
get off her.
Yeah.
You person. Like,
Yeah.
those kinds of things.
Cringe.
Sure.
I just.
I don't even mean it like that, but you know what I mean? Like,
I think you need to consider it like it's a sequel. Pretend as if it's
Exactly.
not.
I do.
Pretend as if it's not
100%.
taking place 20 years after, or the movie didn't come out 50 years after. Pretend like it came out fucking a year after Alien came out.
Yeah,
It's also very
I
clear
loved it.
that Fetty is a fucking fanboy, and he did a lot of things that it was like,
the same
this
with
is
Evil
what I
Dead.
loved about it, and I would want to see this again.
He did the
and
same with Evil Dead.
Right. A lot of what he did in Evil Dead wasn't something we hadn't seen before, but it was at the same time.
It's
That's what he
elevated.
did with Alien. Right.
Martin, just for time's sake, out of 5, how many Andes do you give it out of 5?
I'd probably give it a good 4.5.
Hell yeah.
I did
Fuck
too.
But
yeah.
I want to say one thing before we move on, just because
Yeah.
my favorite
Close the
thing
floor
about
on-
the movie, I think, was I loved how the face huggers got so much screen time.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
man.
They were a primary
That
character.
was really
Yeah.
cool. I thought, like,
Yeah.
oh man, they're getting like, especially when they're in that hallway and
Oh.
they can't make a sound and it's so hot. I'm like, that was crazy.
And in a way, they made the face huggers scarier than I've ever seen in any of the other movies. The other movies, it's like, oh damn, but this was actually like,
They're
holy
skittering on the
fuck.
floor.
When they're chasing after them, and you see them just
terrifying.
like, we've never seen them to this
How do you
level.
think they know to
right?
jump for
Like,
your face?
Thousands of years of
I
evolution.
think it's the same. Yeah, I think it's the same way that turtles know to just go for the ocean.
Okay.
You go
That's
for
what
a,
I'm
you go
assuming.
for a
Makes
soft wet
Just
hole.
an instinct because they're
But,
only
but they can't see, so how do they know that there's a soft, wet hole there?
Temperature.
smell.
Evolution. I think you're right.
Because it's got to be their only
No, you're right.
purpose
It's the
is to
same
face
reason the
hug.
turtle goes right for the
Same reason you know how to wipe your ass.
Open your mouth, the temperature is hotter, right inside your body. That's what it is.
Well,
But then why isn't it going for my beehole, Martin?
Because it's covered in pants.
It's covered in underwear.
Because that's where the poo comes
So
out.
if I was completely naked, the face hugger would be a butt hugger?
It might go for your butthole.
Fucking butt hugger.
butt hugger?
Because
No.
I'd
Butt
be
hugger.
more comfortable giving birth out of my butt than through my chest.
But it wouldn't be your butt. It'd be like your mid back.
Oh!
It would
Yeah,
be like
you're
your
right.
mid
That's
back.
much worse.
Jimmy.
I mean, it's all bad.
I'm sorry. I've made a terrible point.
It'll be in your large intestine.
I
And
regret
it'll
saying
eat
anything.
Out of your large intestine
Hang
down
on.
to your butt.
Guys.
Where do parasites go?
Guys. Butt hugger has the floor.
Butt hugger.
What did you watch this week, Butt
You
hugger?
old butt hugger.
I watched Saturday Night. It was awesome. I have one small complaint, and that it's that I want more. I just want more because
I could have watched another 3 hours
it's
of
all
that movie.
it's all set up like it's all takes place just hours before they start the first
Timeline.
episode of SNL ever. Everybody nails it. This cast they got is fucking perfect.
Who
I think-
plays the best character? What actor plays the best character the best?
Oh, what's that dude's name? He plays Jim Henson and Andy Kaufman.
Oh, yeah, Succession.
his fucking
the guy
name.
from Succession.
But he's so I keep wanting to say Nicholas Holt. but
Oh,
it's
I
not
got you here.
Nicholas.
Nicholas Holt.
no, he is phenomenal. Hey,
He nails it. It's so funny.
his Andy Kaufman was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
They give each cast member kind of their moment where you find out a little bit about them and how they were feeling at the time.
Right.
But I just wanted more. I just wanted more of that.
I could have watched.
That's what I'm
Oh,
interested
Nicholas
in.
Braun from
Nicholas
Succession.
Braun. Thank
yeah,
you,
that's
Nicholas
him.
Braun.
That's him.
Oh, he's Jim Henson and Andy Kaufman.
Dude, and both of them are phenomenal.
That's awesome.
He's flawless in both roles. Like, yeah.
I do take issue with the idea that NBC wanted it to fail. I think that's the dumbest thing in the world. Yeah, this thing they're paying millions of dollars for, they definitely want it to fail. You're right. They want this to eat shit, Lorne. That's true.
You don't think that
No.
at that level that they're willing to blow money just to
But
screw
also-
people?
No.
I kind of do.
People get fired for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Well,
but
not back then,
Johnny,
no.
The Johnny Carson thing was a whole nother
totally.
level, though.
Yeah.
Even the Jay Leno
they
thing
loved.
was
That's what it was. They loved Johnny Carson more than they believed in the show succeeding.
Yeah.
So they wanted John. Like that's what it was.
Then they wouldn't have given Lauren so much freedom to do what he wanted.
But that was giving Lauren the freedom to fuck up.
But I think
That's how
I think
I
that's
see
how
it.
they saw it. They're
They
like,
were
yeah,
like, here's
let this
all of
kid
the rope
do-
to hang yourself.
Right.
And then
I
they
think
go,
that's-
this is bullshit. It
But
doesn't work.
But you're also right. It is also a movie.
I
And
think
therefore-
Lorne Michaels wants
their
you to think he's a
purpose-
fucking
100%.
underdog.
Yeah,
And you need-
and their purpose is to dramatize.
You were
a
never a
story.
fucking underdog. You were a producer in Hollywood when you got SNL. You were fine.
Either way,
He
that's
was
the
a
reality of the show,
Canadian
right,
dude.
Jimmy? Like the reality of the show
yeah.
is, if it doesn't work, you don't. It's like a pilot. If it doesn't work after the pilot, you don't
Yeah.
get a second episode.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the reality.
And
of
if
it. Maybe
somebody's
a
But
balance
that's the
of
thing.
how much
They say
NBC
that,
wanted
but
it
they
for,
had
but-
other episodes planned.
So Lauren Michaels is a bitch.
You know, I just think
Has never had it as
I
hard
know
as
they,
he's
making
he
a
is right.
movie. I
They
think he's
glorify
just
Lorne
making a
Michaels.
movie.
They glorify him.
He's
for
making
sure.
a movie, and there needs to be adversity.
But
in the
like,
movie. I understand
How they handled Chevy Chase, beautiful. They went on the
Oh,
nose.
yeah.
They
Sorry,
don't hide
tripped on my
anything.
dick.
They don't hide
Well,
anything.
I think
that actor was
my
phenomenal.
dream would be for him to see this and hopefully do a little bit of some reflecting, something he's probably
Yeah.
never done before. But
Yeah.
maybe,
reflecting. He hits people.
and I love the actor who played him too. He played the
He was
Riddler on
phenomenal.
Gotham.
Yeah, that's who he is.
but he
I was
nailed
trying-
it.
Oh, he killed it.
Everybody did. Everyone
Yeah,
was
Belushi
fantastic.
was unbelievable.
Martin, are
Yeah.
you? Is this something you're gonna watch?
I'm gonna watch it. It's in theaters, right?
It's on.
It's on
VOD.
demand now.
Oh, it is. Oh, I'm gonna download it. We'll
man.
watch it tonight. It's
Yeah.
so
What's it coming
good.
to streaming? I didn't even know it was in theaters.
It'll
Seems like
probably
it's
be on
gonna be
Crave.
on Disney Plus or Crave or
Yeah,
something.
because
Yeah.
Crave
That
just
feels-
randomly
yeah.
got SNL episodes.
Oh,
So I'm like, maybe
Yeah,
they
they
have
have-
a deal with
Yeah, it could
NBC
be.
now.
They have.
You're thinking.
Will Ferrell best of
Yeah.
Christopher.
They got a
Walken
bunch of
best
random
like
shit.
Season 47 and 46 for some reason.
Yeah, they're starting from 47.
Is there a place you can stream the old episodes of SNL, like the 70s episodes?
So
You can't go further
the
back
best,
on.
the best that I've seen is YouTube.
Yeah.
SNL's YouTube channel. They don't release full episodes,
just
but they release
clips,
enough
right?
skits, full skits. So they're actually doing full
'Cause
skits.
I
now.
have season 4 of SNL on DVD,
Oh, that's
Holy
awesome!
shit.
That's great.
but I want more.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Dylan O'Brien kid is Aykroyd. Wow!
Nailed it.
Wow! Oh,
Nailed it.
something I
announcer,
learned.
The announcer trying to be like,
What
Dan,
the
how
fuck
the
am I
fuck
saying?
do I say this name?
The thing I never knew. So I think I told you guys one thing I've never done, and I probably won't because at this point in my life, what am I doing? But cocaine. But I had no idea that you can get lockjaw
Yeah.
from doing coke. So Jeff Carlin, they're about to announce, and he gets lockjaw. So then fucking Aykroyd's like, oh, I've seen this. This is lockjaw from coke. He just starts massaging. Starts massaging Carlin's jaw. I was like, I never knew this was a thing. Looked it up. Yeah, apparently that's a thing.
How many?
Holy fuck.
How many live from New Yorks do you give it?
Like, it's about a 7, but I think if they just gave me more, I don't know how you give me more. Make this movie 4 hours. I want to find out more.
I understand it. I can't wait to see it now too. I just want. I like nostalgia.
Yeah.
I like knowing
it's
where
that.
a thing came from. Right. So
It's that
They
for
do a
sure.
really good job. Inadvertently, they let you see the broadcasting room, and it's so neat to see how they did broadcasting in the 70s with reels and actual, like, you know.
I think it
Yeah.
feels like it's made with no cuts because it's just
Yeah.
go
It's
go,
like
go.
gives you that-
it's like Birdman. That's
it's
what I
a,
thought
it's
of.
a night of.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
a night of
exactly.
doing a thing.
And the only thing that breaks scenes is the clock countdown. So it'll be like 10:55, and then it'll go to 10:56. Back to the movie.
Oh, so it's like 24.
Well, you're finding
Kinda.
out things are happening at the same time, right?
Yeah.
with different people.
It's 2
Yeah,
hours.
It's like
Martin knows what
24.
I'm talking about.
It's 2 hours before the first episode of SNL, and right from the
Premieres.
beginning, shit is off the rails.
Yeah.
of course.
Well, that's the
You're
thing.
making
It's
a
not
skit-
the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending on who you are.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're John Belushi, you're.
Oh,
you're
there's
on
a
the right rail.
whole crazy funny scene
He wanted
with
to be
that.
Brando.
What,
wild.
Charles? What'd you watch this week?
So let's see. Okay. I watched a lot, but what I'll talk about. Oh, I finally watched, I think I kind of mentioned it to you guys in text, but I finally watched The Substance, and I absolutely loved it.
boy.
Absolutely loved it. It was one of the best movies I've
Martin,
seen
have
in
you
a
seen this
really.
yet?
Where is it at? Like where do
I
watch it?
downloaded it.
Demand.
Yeah, I downloaded it. One of my favorite movies is The Thing with Kurt
Carpenter?
the
Kurt Russell?
original with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And The Fly with Goldblum.
Oh, so you
and
like
I
a
felt
lot of
like this
body
was
horror.
yeah. I
Well,
don't
they
know.
made a lot of references to different horror movies.
They did.
Totally.
The
The
Blob?
Shining, The Shining, The
yeah.
Blob.
That was
like,
the Shining was the easy one I noticed.
yeah. But
First question Jimmy and me have for you is, how do you feel about breast milk now? That's what I left in my review. You won't
Yeah.
look at breast milk the same way again.
so
How were you looking at it before?
As motherly.
Sustenance.
I
Snack
knew,
time.
like, I think everybody kind of knows that this movie's going to be a little fucked, but it goes to a level where I did not expect in any way.
The last 40 minutes.
And I did not expect Demi
Insane.
to take it all the way there. Like, Demi is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know,
She's
I-
unbelievable.
I just don't believe this movie for making me try to think that she's unattractive.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Well, you know what I love? This is
I understand that it's the
but by
I understand-
Hollywood
This
standards
is one of the
what I'm
things that
supposed
I
to-
love.
Because I'm like, I got the same thing. I was like, you
Is-
still look as good.
Exactly.
The cinema,
all
literally,
I need.
this is Claudia. She's like, I mean, I see it a little bit in her butt, but like, again, she's 62, and I'm like, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
That's insane. Yeah.
How the fuck is she 62 years
Martin,
old?
do you know anything about the story?
No, I didn't. I just.
It's basically the portrait of, or what is it? The portrait of Dorian Gray. It's essentially like that story. It's a woman who is essentially aging, and by Hollywood standards, she's like ancient, and she gets something in the black market that's literally called the substance, and only explanation is it's your best version of yourself. So in theory, it should be your youngest prime, blah, blah, blah. And she gets really desperate and decides, okay, I'm going to take this substance. And that's like the opening like 20 minutes. And then the whole rest of the movie
Very little
is-
dialogue.
Yeah. And okay, I am not a fan of Dennis Quaid.
No,
wow,
me
was
either.
that perfect casting.
I
Because
agree.
he plays the biggest piece of shit.
Oh,
And
they wrote it for
the
Dennis
director,
Quaid.
the writer and director, her edits, her cuts, I love.
She made a movie.
She's very talented.
Yeah.
She does a very good way of
It's a
making you hate a
real
character
movie.
just by the way that the angle is. Like when Dennis Quaid first comes into the
using
scene,
the Dutch angle
Oh,
on
and
stuff.
eating the
phenomenal. And when
shrimp
he's
and-
eating the shrimp, it's disgusting.
When he
when he leaves the table,
He's patting that guy on the back. With
Yeah.
the fucking shrimp head.
what
it's very effective. Like
what she's doing with her camera, I thought the same thing, and
Yeah.
I realized after
Yeah.
what she's doing is she's making you feel small.
Yeah.
because that's how
He makes you
that's
feel.
how he
Yeah.
makes you feel.
and she's giving character development by a camera angle.
Yeah.
Like I know everything
That's
about this
just
I know
remarkable.
everything about this character by the way she's filming this. I don't like him. Oh, you're not supposed to. Yep.
Great.
She did it.
Yeah, no, it's only his shots where it's
yeah.
it's extreme close-ups,
Yeah.
off angles.
And then you have those vulnerable shots with Demi. Like one of the things that really stood out with
The
me
makeup
was
sequence?
that the tick she has when she's banging her head slowly.
Yeah.
And she keeps repeating the same thing. Like I can't remember what it is, but it gets to a point
her
where
smear sequence
yeah.
was
Like Demi went to the place. This role was so demanding, and Demi not only did it, but she owned it, and it's beautiful to watch, and it's so scary at the same time.
You know what it's got the feel
Like-
of? It feels like Driver with
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
very.
I can
Yeah.
understand
And
that.
who
Yeah.
did that? That
The
was
color.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ray's riff and
yeah, John,
the Denmark guy.
Yeah,
Sorry, his name's
yeah.
a nightmare for me. But
It is a nightmare for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
But it really pulled from like cheesy 80s Hollywood. For a minute, I
Yeah.
was like, "Are we in the 90s?" Until she pulled out her cell phone.
You don't even know.
It was.
It's an homage.
I think it's meant to do that. It's meant
Yeah,
to make
I
you
agree.
feel like you don't know.
Yeah, well, because look at that when they have that clear homage to The Shining with the carpet and the walls. It's very
The
70s,
bathroom,
60s. But then they're using technology from now.
But it feels like the 80s.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think it's also an homage because you know what she is too, Martin. She's like an aerobics instructor, and that's what she's been doing since she was like 30, and now she's 60 doing it. So there's like that's kind of the setup, really.
You will,
Like-
Martin.
Maybe
Honestly,
it's-
watch it. Watch it with somebody.
So I think they're homaging that era.
because if you watch it with someone, you will have a conversation
Oh,
about it after.
yeah.
Maybe it's just that.
Claudia and I sat there for a good 40 minutes.
Yeah,
just
like you will
digesting.
both.
There's
and,
a
like,
lot.
The last 40, you're up against the wall. It becomes this insane roller coaster of like, were we okay? We're doing
in
this.
terms of
We're doing
creep
this.
factor, just like Fly, it's just like,
Oh, it's Brundle
wow,
Fly
this
on
is
steroids.
fucked. Oh my god, it's getting more fucked. Oh my god, what? And it's just like the Fly and the Thing.
I think
As
it's
the movie
supposed to
progresses, it
be-
gets like, whoa.
It's like this. It's this. It's supposed to show you maybe how the standard of beauty for women hasn't changed after all these fucking
100%.
years.
Totally. 100%.
And even though Demi Moore is this beautiful woman and 62 and looks like that,
Yeah.
she's still made to feel like that she's not good enough and has to take the substance.
Yeah. And then
And maybe
you
that's a
have-
pretty obvious explanation of it, but
But you have Dennis Quaid, who represents, like you said, the famous man who is Demi Moore's age, if not older, and he still has a right to be on the phone saying like, "Get me someone with better tits," and
he
blah
is
blah blah. And it's
truly
like
disgusting.
you're gross,
Like,
dude.
who wants to be around you?
Yeah. But it's again the
I
Hollywood
don't know. I
standard.
got a little
there,
chubby when he
right?
was
oh
eating
yeah,
shrimp.
that's your
Yeah.
thing.
The shrimp scene. I
God,
was like,
I love shrimp, and he made me hate it. I
He
was
made
like,
me hate
oh.
shrimp.
give me.
I never
scalps.
wanted. Yeah.
How many? Okay, with it because you can't ruin it for Martin. Martin, you need watch this movie and then we'll talk about it all together. Because
I'm gonna give it 10 syringes out of 10.
I have no issue when she's her older self dragging the younger.
That whole
Incredible.
I will say too. I hope the makeup, like the special effects,
They
team,
have to be nominated.
They got to get a huge shout out
They
because this
have
is
to be nominated.
Martin. One of my favorite things about it, like I say this all the time, I'm a very big practical effects guy.
Damn Skippy.
The practical effects they use in this
It's all
are
practical.
fucking unreal.
Yeah.
like they take Penguin's suit and they're like, let's double it.
Let's make it.
It's wild. Like it's wild.
Imagine what
It's
would
wild.
happen, Martin, if you started making a copy of yourself using the fluid from the other copy, and eventually what happens when you make too many copies of a thing.
It's just it's
That's
again.
your rocks of a
It reminds me.
multiplicity. Yeah, it becomes multiplicity.
Yeah. You know what?
Michael
It's-
Keaton.
It honestly like it's that's kind of what I love about it too is it's clearly an homage to a lot of things. Like you're gonna see a lot of things that you're like, oh my god, this reminds me of this, and for all you know, she's like, yeah. Because there's a lot of obvious straight up homages to things that she's been. Oh yeah, this is from The Shining. Like I did that.
Oh,
on purpose,
100%.
Right?
She's like a Russell.
Yeah.
She's like a Russell. Not Russell.
But not
Ryan Murphy kind
But
of.
they don't
Yeah,
draw
yeah.
attention to it.
No.
So
It's just nicely painted in,
Yep,
and you're
if
like,
you
you
wow.
catch it,
Enjoy.
then you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go.
No, it's
Little
yeah,
treat.
it's a good, and it creeped the. I haven't watched a movie like that that's gotten under my skin in terms of like. Oh
Maybe
my
that'll
God,
make.
been a long
Maybe
time.
that'll make the Academy appreciate horror.
If Demi does not get a nomination, that's absolutely outrageous to me. in
Margaret
my
Qualley was
opinion.
also fantastic.
I think
She
you
was
could
great.
give them-
She
I
was
think you
great,
could
too.
give them
She was
both a
great.
nomination.
I
for
agree.
Best supporting and best
I agree.
starring.
I
Who's
agree.
the star?
I say Demi.
Demi's the star.
Demi's the star.
Demi's
Demi, it's
the
her
one
story.
who gets
It's
their
her
spine
story.
cut open is
Yeah,
the
that's
star.
the
It's her story.
Well, you want to know what I watched?
Oh,
What'd you
Mike,
watch, you
what did
sicko?
you watch? You sick bastard.
You guys want to know about Genevieve from Survivor?
Oh yeah, I kind of
Every
saw one of your
goddamn
posts, but
week.
yeah. How is it? You're still watching it?
How's she doing? She's still winning?
Oh, our girls.
Do you think she's going to take it home?
Okay.
What's
so
stopping her?
The last two episodes, her main play was she got Saul out. Saul was somebody who
You better call.
you better. Saul was.
It's all good.
all
man.
good,
It's all good, man. He was this ripped Asian guy who I really liked and wanted to see, but Genevieve was like she wanted to make a move,
And he's a threat.
and he's a physical
Could he-
threat.
yeah, he could beat her in the final.
He's a comp
one, so-
beast.
Yeah, he's a comp beast.
Comp beast.
Also, he's very self-aware. Like he understands game plan
Right.
stuff.
He knows
so,
he's a human.
so Saul is he knows he's a human. He knows
That's
where
half the battle.
But Saul and this other girl, Teeny, or maybe she's a they.
teeny?
She's they.
She's very small.
They are very small. Anyway,
She's teeny. Some
they-
might say.
They are very small.
Some might say she's teeny.
Teeny might be a little teeny. She is only like 5'4".
Oh, so yeah, she's
Teeny and Saul are tight,
Okay.
Okay.
and so are Genevieve, Saul, and Teeny. Genevieve wants to make the move and break Teeny's heart and show, and Teeny gets very attached to people in the show.
But these are the moves that Genevieve makes, right?
are the moves
Like
that
shake up
Genevieve-
moves,
Yeah.
but they're big.
This is the second
How
big
has
shake-up
no one
move.
tried voting her out yet?
Well, okay.
She's a manipulator.
So she goes. They all go into tribal with the idea to get Saul out on this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They get there, and we have what I call a broken tribal, where tribal doesn't stick. And you're not allowed to talk on the way there or walking up. You can only talk.
What do you mean it doesn't stick?
Means the plan you had before you got on the boat and the last time you could talk to each other dissolves when you start talking.
Just over that time.
Just not over that time. Once Jeff starts probing the conversation.
Once Jeff starts probesting.
Yeah. He's a little probester.
You little probester.
I got some Jeff in my ass. You got a little
Oh
probester.
my god.
So he starts asking questions.
Butt
and-
hugger.
Butt hugger.
Butt hugger.
So
I shouldn't have said anything.
they go to tribal, and you can clearly see the Saul idea is breaking.
Yeah.
and you have these 3 different factions now going back to their original alliances and all this stuff. And Genevieve's like, they just keep cutting to Genevieve, and they're like, oh shit,
because it's her plan.
Like, it's her plan,
And
right?
she's like stressing, I imagine. So
Fast forward through all the bullshit, they pull the thing back. All of a sudden, Saul's name starts coming out.
But how did that happen?
Everybody stuck to their plan, even though
The doubt was there.
the doubt was there.
wow.
So that really tests to her power, I
To
think.
give you an idea, yes. So to give
So
you
I
an
would get-
idea,
I would
Even
want-
though they don't like the idea, they still did it.
Yeah.
So that right there
In the
says
face of
she's
Jeff-
the biggest threat. Man.
Boom.
well, she is a biggest threat.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was her alliances with everybody else that
Right.
caused that she knew would put her on the chopping block with Teeny.
Teeny.
So she thinks she can beat Teeny.
Well, she doesn't respect Teeny because that's what happened on this past week's episode when she realized
Teeny.
Teeny realizes that Genevieve doesn't respect her because she was on the outs on the Saul vote.
Oh.
So now Teeny and Genevieve even says, she says, as much as we like each other, you're going to have to eventually lie to me if it's for your game. Like Genevieve has conversations that are hard to have. So you have this unbelievable, it's on our Instagram right now. It's this unbelievable like 8-shot sequence of Genevieve's faces from the start of the vote to the end of
that's
tribal. And she's like, oh shit. Huh? Hey.
Hey.
Oh my God, it worked. And then she even says to herself, she's like, I planned that and that worked.
Not even hiding her feelings.
But no, it's very quiet, right? Like it's to
okay.
herself, right?
It's definitely Mr. Vince. Excellent.
Yeah, but she's having this moment that's caught on camera. It's unbelievable.
that's
right?
great.
Fast
That's
forward
great.
to this last week's episode where
That's funny.
that move made her enemy number 1.
Of course, it should
Oh.
have.
Right?
It should
But
have.
they voted for it.
I know, but I don't know. People are
How does
fucking.
that make you're
They're
mad
all
at her
starving.
because you did it?
Because
They're
it all-
starving, Jimmy. They're all starving.
It all restarts. It all
They probably
restarts.
want to eat her.
So then her and Gabe is this dude, I think he's from Hawaii. They're both, by the end of this episode, the 2 people going up. Gabe is a comp beast. Gabe is very smart. Genevieve is
Manip beast.
not manip beast, but like social game works. In
She's
her
clearly
favor.
very good at it.
She's
How is she
very-
at, like the comps and stuff?
She's okay.
Like puzzles and whatnot?
I say this because in retrospect, like in the whole of it all, this past week they had to worm their way with a ball on their nose and get it up over 3 humps.
Oh my God.
And then once they got those balls to another side, they had to pick them up and roll them into a little spot. They had to do that 5 times. She doesn't have a lot of upper body strength. She's lower body.
a lot of
strong.
wriggling.
So there's a lot of wiggling. They lost that reward challenge. Her
Okay.
team did, but by the end of the conversation after the immunity challenge came down, it was her or Gabe going in.
Okay.
So
Wow.
she's sitting there, and all of a sudden we go to vote. Up comes Genevieve. Up comes Genevieve. Up comes Gabe. Up comes Gabe, and then she's like, "Oh," because you can.
Okay.
They know as soon as there's
Yeah.
2 of someone else, they're like, "Oh shit!"
That's all it is.
It could go either way.
It could go either way, and
Yeah.
then Gabe, and
What
she
the
survives
fuck?
again. Teeny
She's
was
gonna win.
Teeny was all about like we need to get Genevieve out, and everybody
And it
else
just
was
didn't work.
well. Everybody else was like Gabe is more of a strength threat.
But that's what Genevieve wants you to think.
Yeah.
That's
And he might
Genevieve's still-
actually be.
the 2 of them were like we
Genevieve's
both know
still
we're going.
working.
Oh, she's dude. I see her pop
Good for
up.
her.
Take it
She's-
home.
She's playing the game, man. She is playing the game.
It is one of the best survivors. The fact that they now do the podcast, like the companion.
Oh
podcast
yeah, you were saying.
after.
Yeah.
Like Gabe went home last night, so we
Talking
listened to it.
Viver
Gabe went home, looked Jeff right in
Viver.
he looked Jeff
with
right
Chris
in the,
Hardwick.
he came home and he talked right. He looked Jeff right in the face as he was going home, and he's like, "I'll be back." And Jeff just like turned and looked the other way. But on the podcast, Jeff was like, "I hope you're back. Like we would love it if you're back." But like in the show,
It's kind of nice to have that behind the
yeah,
scenes.
there's a buffer.
Jeff
of,
also
Because that's
has-
what's been missing, right?
Jeff also has his money,
So
I think he's very happy.
you
Yeah,
get a
Jesus.
producer from the show, an old contestant who's either top 3 or 1, and Jeff each week on the podcast.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And they rehash, answer questions, and talk about how things go down.
How many weeks you got left?
We are 8 going to 7, I think now.
Okay.
So I mean, top 3 will go, and there'll be fire, and that'll be that.
Right.
Wow.
But we're rewatching older
Shit.
seasons too. So now we're watching.
course
the,
you are.
The
It's all on
winners.
Paramount Plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're
All of it?
watching winners for the $2 million. where like Rob comes
They
back.
can get 50
and
seasons of Survivor on that, but they can't give me the old SNL seasons.
I only go back 20 seasons.
That's
Oh,
Garbo.
they only have New World, or you told
New
me
era.
about the New Era.
Oh, okay.
They only have
See,
New Era.
fine.
New era.
Okay,
They
now
don't
I'm
have
not
old
mad
era.
anymore.
They don't have any
Anyways.
of the old era.
Fancy
Genevieve.
Naked Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get you that.
Or that guy get burned? Wasn't that an old era?
Yeah.
Isn't that a man almost died?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't
That's
have
what
it.
Survivor's all about, baby.
I want real Survivor, like death.
So this might be the best season you've ever seen.
The fact that they went to 90 minutes
Changed everything.
adds in a sense of storytelling, adds in a sense of time that you can pull more out of these alliances and these conversations.
You get more of an idea of what's happening.
You do. You really do. And like
Because
that,
we think we know, but we don't see it
and
all.
they will, I mean, you can always tell based on how much editing is done who's probably going to be in some drama come
Yeah.
tribal.
Do you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
see Survivor doing the Big Brother live stream method anytime soon? Like where they just
used to.
have
They actually did it
cameras
beforehand.
and you could watch it,
was
all
called,
the time.
It was called Ponderosa.
What?
Big Brother Canada stopped doing it, and it's what made them cancel.
So it was like surveillance? Like you
yeah, like they are watching you constantly. And
Yeah.
people can watch it. Like they would set up the
You can
live
just
streams.
log
You can
in
do
at
that for
any
Big
time.
Brother in the States still.
Dude,
Get the fuck out
there's
of here.
cameras in Survivor Camp that are always running.
So you can actually get an idea of what's really fucking happening if you have, no job, no friends, and no life.
That's why.
But like I don't know, like
that.
you're sitting at work or something, you could just have the live stream going and fucking watch them, and then you know what's gonna happen that episode.
Because you're
Because they set it,
it
up,
was-
right?
it
They
was-
set it up like this is gonna happen, or should this happen? And you're like,
That's
no,
fucking
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be
crazy.
this.
It was called Ponderosa. It was a 24-hour feed.
I had no idea.
So
It
they've done
had a
this
lot
before.
of the canoodling with
Ponderosa.
the relationships that didn't always break
Richard's
the show.
dick all the time.
Yeah, like I mean,
Dick shot.
nowadays
We have a dick cam.
we have the footage. I mean, Mark Burnett's got all that dick.
You know what though? Looking at it from a reality TV standpoint, whoever thought of doing that's a fucking genius.
I realize
move.
it's harder to do outside.
Yeah,
But like you get hunter cams or whatever.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
That's what they have.
Yeah.
They have it because the show needs to know that they're like.
Well, in Big Brother UK, I think I've read a lot of stuff like they don't censor the sex, so people just go hard.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
this.
dude, look it up. It's kind of fucked.
European
you
TV,
this.
baby.
Yeah, they don't censor it. So when they were doing those live stream things, people could just watch like live hooking up.
because they know that people are
OnlyFans
watching.
before OnlyFans.
Well, no, they know people are watching.
Yeah,
right? So it's
yeah.
up to
I'll,
you. I
That's
guess.
right. I guess if you want to fuck on camera, we won't stop you.
Okay.
Guys, I will tell you this before we go.
Fascinating.
How many producers do you think it takes to make Survivor?
40?
400.
Jesus!
I mean, yeah. Well, and they own the island now. They have to.
Wow.
Yeah.
400.
Some of those jobs have to be completely useless.
Well, some of them are just craft services.
No, not
398 of those jobs are
They
completely
have
useless.
they have primary storytellers. They have secondary storytellers.
So they're telling them what to say.
they have editors that just the producers that just edit.
It'd be
Yeah.
better if you said your uncle did this, just because it's
Yeah.
good for our story.
Ants aren't in right now.
I want to
What
say
about uncles right now?
before we move on here, I want to say that I give this
We,
year's
Michael's
Survivor.
brain.
Yeah, we as in Michael's brain.
Michael,
I give
how
this
many
year's,
survivors do you give?
This Survivor, I give it.
How many Richard Hatches?
9 out of 10 butt hugger probesters.
Wow.
Oh my
See,
god!
if they had the live stream, it'd be a 10.
Martin,
I want to see it.
Butt
wanna see-
huggers.
Martin, what time is it?
It's butt hugger time. Oh, wait, it's something else.
Butt hugger time.
Martin, I'm going to ask you one more time. What time is it?
It's debate time.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Goldstein, give me a fat beat to beat my buddy's ass.
I know what kind of guy you are. I never would have agreed to work with you.
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy? Or are you gonna bite? What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch you. Would you repeat it?
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
That's right, listener. It's debate time. As we mentioned at the top of the show, this is our American Gladiator reboot that we're going to put together for you. We're going to give you a host. We're going to give you some new challenges. We're going to give you some new gladiators. We're going to find out who's going to make it and maybe even make you a theme song. So it's been a minute for Martin. He was traveling the globe. So we agreed host would be a great place to start, right, Martin?
Sure. I'm still not over butt hugger. It'd be kind of like a weird prostate massage. That thing
I don't think it would be a massage in any way.
Do you need to go brainstorm a new idea for a home shopping network, or
might be the best orgasm you ever had?
I'm not saying. Hey,
It feels so good.
the Jeff Probster.
I can't stop coming. I'm sorry.
You won't survive after you come.
He's not sorry.
No one in space. No one hears you
Okay.
come.
All right. So, host. We need someone who's gonna I feel
host.
a host for American Gladiator.
A host who can roast the most
I was
host.
thinking for mine, it's got to be The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh my God.
Didn't he do a show? He had a show.
He
Was
hasn't
it
hosted before. Like,
Joe versus
really?
Schmo.
Anyways.
what? He
don't think
did
he's hosted anything.
he did
I missed that.
The Rock versus Schmoes or
a
something?
warrior show, like a type warrior show or something like that. I
I've-
remember that.
Man, I think
think he-
Martin's right. I don't think he's hosted.
I think he
anything.
hosted like a Moana special.
That
but-
doesn't count.
I don't think that's TV.
I don't think he's hosted like a game show or anything.
If he did, it's got to be one of those, like, remember when they did like Joe versus Schmo? And it
Yeah.
was like Shuck versus like
That was a
these.
good show.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I loved watching those.
I
dudes
could see
get
them
run
bringing
the
in
fuck
him
over.
and
Because
for
that's
an
what they need
episode.
for Twitter now, I think, is these
That
dudes who
was a-
think that they can play need to go get fucking shown up. They need Caitlin Clark to fucking pull up and absolutely dominate him in one-on-one.
That's really good.
And then they need to post that
That's
shit.
basically what American Gladiators is.
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
watch that shit.
Guys.
I would watch that shit.
Yeah,
he
you're
did.
right.
Yeah, I
He
like the
did.
one.
Guys.
You want someone with pull.
You're right.
You want because you don't want to rely just on the brand of American Gladiators. You want someone with pull who'd be like, oh shit, The Rock is hosting.
You're right.
I like him.
It's
Let's
called-
watch him host this show.
It's called the Titan Games.
The Titan game.
He did host a game show.
He did host a game show.
Is it like a bodybuilder?
It is the
How do you
Titan
not
Games
get Arnold for that?
where people
It's beneath him.
do arena type
The Rock.
challenges with giant, somewhat set up things. Like it's a
Oh,
pretty
so it's
much
like
it's
who
a
can
r-
pickaxe this rock?
It's
the
honestly
fastest?
almost a ripoff of American Gladiator.
Yeah,
Have you seen those
yeah.
lumberjack competitions on TSN?
Yeah, I
Yes.
used to love that.
Yeah.
Have you
shit
ever gone
growing
to a
up.
Boston Pizza at noon?
It's all that's on.
That's usually what's on TV.
They're just living two church bells.
No, I think Martin's perfect because I remember watching this with Shauna because Shauna's a huge rock fan.
Titan Games?
The Titan Games, yeah. Martin's absolutely perfect. The Rock's perfect for
Martin's
this.
perfect.
Martin, you're perfect.
Martin, you are perfect. You should host it.
Jimmy, who's your host?
Man, how do you not go with Arnie?
I
It's a
mean,
great host.
How do you not go with
That
Arnie?
accent, bro.
Yeah,
that
I
accent.
know.
I could listen to him talk
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
do you know what the next challenge
Yeah.
is?
American.
I have no idea what I'm
doing here.
Yeah.
A German doing American Gladiator.
Austrian.
Sorry,
Don't you
Austrian.
dare.
Everybody now, you're going to be set on fire.
Are you ready for the
Well,
gauntlet?
how do you not get the guy from Demolition Man to host our version of American
Demolition
Gladiator?
Demolition Man
That's
was,
my
was
solution.
Or Running Man,
Stallone.
Running Man, Running Man. My
Oh,
God, no, no, no.
You mean
Let's
Glenn
cut
Powell?
it out. Cut all that out. Cut it out. I've made a huge mistake.
I've made a horrible mistake.
I don't remember.
I'm so
Arnold.
sorry.
Arnold
No,
had
no.
3 seashells. What are
I'm
we?
so
what are we talking
sorry.
about here?
You got Wesley Snipes and Arnold
I did.
confused.
You
in
did?
I
Demolition
do all the
Man.
time.
Yeah, I can see the similarity.
I watch The Fan. I keep thinking that's Arnie.
Which one didn't pay their
Okay,
taxes?
you say Arnie.
It's got to be Arnie.
Okay.
He was in The Running Man.
One
He knows
paid his taxes,
exactly.
one didn't.
Arnie, yeah. One was governor and one went to jail.
Taxes are a suggestion.
Charles, who's your host?
Arnie's a good pick. My pick was Martin.
Martin
Your host,
Navarro.
Martin Navarro.
When you said Martin, you're perfect, I was like, he is.
He is.
So I
you
mapped
say
out
Glenn
a
Powell.
whole version of like my American Gladiator.
Oh, so you have
crossover.
you have the field reporter?
Yeah, like I did a whole thing. So, anyways,
Holy
I went
shit.
with I went with American Gladiators crossover with Jackass.
'Cause that makes the
so
most sense. It's
that
not
was-
a hard stretch.
That was my.
So is it like
that
a
was my-
stunt gladiator show?
Yeah, but also like things that like they're just gonna get hurt. I don't know if anyone wins.
You know this is gonna be paid.
Yeah.
So was Johnny
So,
your host?
I had Johnny as my
Love it.
host,
Oh,
and
I
to do
love
with
that.
I
the
actually like that quite a
to
bit.
do with the Gladiator spin, it would have been like Johnnyus Knoxvillius or something like that, because it would be set like in.
you were doing
I was still
Gladiator,
setting it in
Gladiator.
Gladiator time. Yeah.
I really do like the idea of Johnny Knoxville hosting this. Though.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, because him roasting
Charismatic
people.
guy.
Yeah, and he'll
Yeah.
laugh when people are getting hurt.
That's
He
right.
loves it. Like
He'll
he
make
enjoys
fun
it.
of 'em.
He'll probably get hurt. Like someone will throw something
Chris
at him. At some
Pontius will
point.
be
Be
there.
like that happened. to me
Pontius is going to be the lifeguard. He's going to save everyone.
Tears the tearaway pants off.
Yeah. He's Bunny the lifeguard, and he's
Be
party
like, that
party
happened
boy.
to me once, but with a bowl up my ass.
But it would be
I
like
don't
because
know how the car got up there.
they've done like obstacle courses. Like they had the one
Yeah.
with all the tasers, and they had to just
Yeah,
run
like-
through
like
like
Electric
yeah.
Avenue.
Yeah, Electric Avenue. Yeah.
I think that's a great pick.
Yeah.
Michael, who do you think?
I went with somebody because I'm like, I mean, as much as we are made on the cheese of American Gladiators, like
Indeed.
you do need weird catchphrases. You do need, like, it is Hollywood.
You need a
right?
soft
You need Blazer.
Right?
You need Blazer.
So I thought somebody who would have some brevity, who's a bit of an idiot. He's been hit in the head a few times,
Oh,
but he's also one
Butterbean.
Floyd Mayweather.
Gronk.
Gronk.
Get
That's a
out of
great
here.
pick.
That's funny.
I think Gronkowski
oh my
is
god.
built for this.
I was
That's
thinking
funny.
of going football player too because they
That's
had
funny.
they had the Watt brothers like JJ and TJ. They host tag.
Yeah.
They host competitive
And
tag.
didn't one
That's
of them
funny.
get fired from American Ninja Warrior?
Yes.
He got, which I don't know how hard that is to do. Like,
That's awesome.
you just.
But they got another former NFL player to take his place, so I don't think that's a bad choice at all.
No, I mean
That's great.
And Gronkowski's the one that like he's done the roast.
People love his dumb ass.
They don't, right?
He's just so stupid and lovable. You
Yeah.
just can't help.
Which
like,
makes everybody who's on the show that much smarter.
Well,
like your
right.
host can't. As much as I love The Rock and Arnie and even Johnny Knoxville, I'm more in line with because the host needs to be less than the competitors and the
Yeah.
Like they,
You know,
they have to be
I-
a Jimmy Fallon.
I hate him as a person because he specifically retired because they were going to trade him to the Lions, to the Detroit Lions, and fuck you.
That's why he retired.
Well, and he's a big Lions fan.
What an
so
asshole.
That's
But that's kind of an asshole.
He's like, I'm retired.
He's like,
But if-
no, you can't. I retired.
and
That's
the
what he did.
What a dick.
The reason I said this is because of my network, which we'll get to. But yeah, Gronkowski, I feel is.
I really don't think we can go wrong with any of these. Let's,
Crunk-
Martin, why don't you start? Who do you think?
Whew. I like the Knox.
That was a good fucking
It
pick.
is.
I think I'm going to go Knoxville too. Charles
not-
did not expect to
No.
win today.
No, definitely did not. Definitely did not.
Is this the way we go? There?
Charles, who do you think?
I mean, I born and bred. As soon as you said Arnie, it's just a guaranteed vote for me. I like Arnie's my fucking
So now we
idol.
can either have
so-
a tie or Michael can pick Martin or your
So
own.
are we going to have co-hosts? If I make a tie, does that mean we have
No,
to default?
for American Gladiator, there is usually two hosts.
Okay.
There is, yeah.
There's the jacked guy, and then there's the commentary.
Do we want to? Yeah, like
Oh, yes,
BattleBots.
Johnny Knoxville and,
and
The
Arnold.
It usually would look like that.
Okay, so it's Johnny Knoxville
Rock.
and
Oh, yeah, the color
Arnie, or
commentator and
I
they
love
have
Arnie
the
and
play-by-play,
Knoxville.
right?
Yeah, Arnie and Knoxville would be hilarious.
then I'm going to make this a co-host. I think this is more
I like
Arnie
that.
hosting and Knoxville doing commentary
Yeah.
down by what's going on.
Yeah, so they could hit him with shit and
Arnie's
stuff.
like, hey, Johnny, what's happening down there?
Yeah. Are you down there?
Are you down there, Johnny? Johnny, what's happening?
go to Johnny. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
there we go. We have a host. We have co-hosts.
Hey.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy,
Do the thing. Do something where you get hit in the dick.
That was pretty good.
That's really good. Mine's more aggressive. Yours is more like
Conversational.
Conver-
yeah,
yeah.
you could do like a
Like if Arnie was at the
conversational.
bar.
Arnie now.
Yeah. Do the
Yeah,
thing. You get hit
do-
in the dick. Yeah, hit your dick now. Hit it now. Rip it off or something.
Well, I don't see how this could go wrong.
No, this is gonna
Just
be-
gold.
Now,
Just
do
gold.
we?
What's
do
our
we-
next step?
Our next step is network. We have a
Gladiators.
network. So no, let's do network first because then we'll know.
Okay.
Because we do.
Then we know the brand.
we know
Oh
the
my
brand. We know
God.
because if we pick the Hallmark Network, like I
That's
mean,
funny.
Oh my god.
that's one of the things we got. Martin, who do you think should? I mean, it originated on Fox, and Fox is now owned by Disney. So technically, this would be a Disney production.
A Disney Plus original.
Yeah.
CNN.
You want it on the news network?
No, he wants Warner Brothers to make it. He was picking CNN.
Wolf Blitzer presents.
That's Warner. Oh my God, no.
Anderson Cooper's hosting.
No, you know what? It's gonna be on Pluto TV.
oh, nice.
I feel like that's the
Nice.
perfect place for it.
I mean, if they can get Gary Sinise to be a potato in a commercial, I
Right?
think they could do
They
that.
did.
That was crazy. I can't believe they did that. That was hilarious.
Gary Sinise rocks
Pluto's
my
not
world.
bad, man.
That was a
it's
good commercial.
Hey,
Yeah, it is. The Couch Potato campaign is a really good campaign they're doing. It's really
I
good.
am also fine with 3 commercials. Like,
Yep.
it gives me a chance to
You're
do
free.
something
You
else.
can have ads.
It
Yeah.
reminds it's giving me nostalgia to cable. You
Absolutely.
know?
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Do you know what Pluto and Tubi are? They're
What?
the video store of the streaming world.
They
Yeah,
are.
they are. That's a good way to
Take
put
some
it.
time to pick, but they got some
yeah, I
gems.
I wish I could
Yeah.
claim that, but I read that somewhere.
Aw.
Okay, so we got Pluto, Jimmy. Do you?
So wouldn't they be like the library of the video streaming world?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, it's a bargain when you find that.
Oh,
gem.
Can I tell? I'll tell you guys this later.
This has got to be. I wish it was still around, but this has got to be a Spike TV. So I think it's going to Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Because Paramount took over.
Oh, they
Spike,
did,
so
eh? Oh, they did.
I think this has got to be a Paramount Plus.
Who took over XFL?
That would be Vince McMahon.
No, he used to own it.
Oh,
Now the Rock owns it. Yeah.
Yeah, he bought it.
Get out of here!
He's trying to turn it into a feeder league.
Okay, well, you know
Yeah.
what? His idol is Arnold too, so
Who
I feel
taught
like
you
his
that?
could be a swing in to get
It's sports season.
the XFL's first big show will be the rebrand of American Gladiator.
Okay, so the XFL is going to branch out into American Gladiator as well as football.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like that.
and some of their football players, some of their football players may be some of the gladiators at some point. We don't know.
Moonlight as a
Yeah.
gladiator.
We don't know.
He's
we don't know.
moonlighting as a
Yeah.
cop.
I'm gonna stick with if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna stick with Fox. I feel that
You're going
they're-
Fox.
Oh, I feel that there is a generational pull.
Oh, it's
there.
broke, but they are not fixing it.
Yes, sorry, I should say. They made it. They should keep going with it. They know their
They're a few
audience.
$1 billion broke, actually.
Yeah, and I mean this is an ad-based show, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can build a lot of ads around this. You're going to be
Tubi's owned by
advertising.
I
Fox.
want the creative team that did Cops to do this.
But no, I think Fox, the generational fandom that you have
Yeah.
grandfathers and
Yeah.
and dads who grew up
That's
with
the
it.
demo.
That's the demo, right? It's dad
Yeah.
porn. So
No, you're right. That's
I'm-
the demo.
I'm sticking with, and then they can watch them get angry because my pitch, the challenges and those involved in the gladiator arena is very. You could go blue or red state with it. So
Okay.
yeah, but I think Fox would go with it. So Pluto, Paramount, the
The XFL.
the XFL. So if it's the XFL, then it's Rock, which is $6 Productions, if I'm not mistaken. 'cause
Yeah.
there's some variant of that. So let's just say you want $6 in the NFL to
Yeah.
venture in for.
Yeah.
Some of these gladiators might make it to the NFL someday.
That's true. That's true.
That's
I mean,
what they win
that's
at the
another
end.
feeder league.
I'll start the vote. I'm going to go Pluto. I think this fits
Yeah.
Pluto. I think this is everything Pluto wants to be.
I am going to actually agree with you on that. I think if you started it free and then found the fan base again and got it back, I mean,
Good for you. Yeah.
good for you, right?
Yeah, no,
With Fox Consulting.
Yeah.
I agree.
Fox
No,
owns Tubi, though, so maybe we can pivot from Pluto to Tubi.
Pivot.
Pivot?
XFL will team up with Tubi to make, or with Pluto to make this.
Oh my God, the two
no,
free
I like-
networks joining forces.
I like Pluto doing it because it also makes sense for a free service to
It
do
does.
it
It
because that's
absolutely
going to be a huge
What if they
pull.
combined and called it Puby?
There it is.
Oh my God, Puby presents American Gladiators. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Johnny Knoxville. They would love Puby.
Puby?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is for 12
Or
to 18
Pubo.
year-olds.
Pubo.
Yeah. Pubo or
funny.
Puby.
That's funny.
Well,
Martin with the clean sweep on the network.
I think
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Pluto was
Okay,
good.
Pluto.
Good choice,
Pluto
Martin.
Nash approves.
Yeah. Now with the new show that we have, it'll now be $99 a month for subscription.
So this is where I pigeonholed myself because, Martin, you want to do gladiators before challenges, right?
Yeah, we got to see who's our gladiators.
All right.
Where are we going to draw from?
Fuck. That's all I have to say. Because my gladiators are from my scenes.
Okay.
So,
I made mine really easy.
all right.
I made mine
Muppets.
pretty simple. Do you guys mind if I'll go first?
I think
I
you can
go
go
first.
first.
Oh, okay, Martin, you go.
You go.
My gladiators are the characters from the Expendables.
Excellent
that's
choices.
great.
Excellent choices.
That's great.
Randy
I'm-
Couture.
Yeah.
So there's two
Sly.
armies.
There's two.
Oh my God.
We
There's
got young
Ferry and
old.
Arnie.
We've got old and older.
I don't like that guy.
that guy looks too much
And they're
like
always
me.
talking shit to each
Why
other
do you
'cause
look
that's what
like
they
me?
would do.
Stop looking at
They
me.
just
Yeah.
come up to each other and go, oh,
You look me but older.
Who are you and why do you look like me?
don't do the new Terminator movie.
I'm you. You're me.
Okay, all the gladiators is absolutely perfect because that also helps me out because I stuck strictly with action. Like I went with James Bond. I went with Jason Bourne. I went with Mad Max.
So the
not your
Joes
time,
aren't-
Michael.
These Joes aren't winning.
No, like I'm just saying, like if he's going with the Gladiators, I'm carry on, Martin.
No, that's it. That's my
He's fine.
Gladiators, all the Expendables.
Fucking. I thought I
love
saw
it.
an opening there.
I love it. That was good.
Right?
I mean, you got Dolph, you got
then-
Sly, you got another
You got
Arnie.
Terry Crews,
You got Megan Fox.
who's also
You got Terry
football.
Crews.
Randy
You got Terry
Couture.
Crews.
Jet
You got
Li.
Couture. You got Jet Li.
Bruce Willis.
Oh,
Damn.
you do have what's his face?
Mel Gibson?
Yeah,
Was
Mel
he an
Gibson.
Expendable?
Yeah, he was a
Hey,
villain.
listen,
he was a
guys.
villain.
If a challenge is shouting out anti-Semitic shit on the LA freeway,
Chuck Norris, there you
then
go.
he's your coach.
Oh my God.
Then Mel's the guy.
Mel's the guy.
Mel recruits them all.
Yeah, you gotta be anti-Semitic to Mel. That's no, you don't. Then Mel would no.
Oh, Ronda Rousey? Sorry, I'm just
Right?
thinking of all of this. Sorry, yeah.
You got a lot of great gladiators.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
do. They're
That's
all
good.
built for.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Is
down.
it what's his name? What's her name? What's his name? Pretty Woman's brother in it.
Oh, Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts?
Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts.
I think he plays a
He's a
villain
villain
in
in
the
one of them?
latest one.
That's
if
so
I can't
funny
remember,
that they
I'm
get
trying
all
to
these
remember.
like 80s B movie
It's all their buddy-
stars,
it's all their
and then they
buddies.
get Eric Roberts.
Hey, he's part of the group.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Eric Roberts is a great villain. He always plays a really good villain.
Yeah, he does.
he does.
He's
He's
a
great.
real villain in real life.
Yeah, he
you know he's
seems
not
like he's
allowed to
fucking
talk about his
crazy.
sister.
He's not, eh? They have a clause or something like that I read
It's
about.
called a gag order.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, he's not allowed to mention her.
Or
in
they'll
public.
gag him.
Wow.
Yeah. No, they've gagged him.
Oh, they have gagged
They
him.
have gagged him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. James.
Johnny?
Hey, Johnny Jim over there.
Jimmy Johns.
James.
I'm
Trying to throw him off?
I picked the Brat Pack from the Breakfast Club.
Oh, nice. Amelia.
They'll be so full
Judd.
of teenage angst.
Judd, Amelia.
Molly, Ali,
Molly.
Sheedy.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Are you doing also the principal?
And the
Yeah,
janitor.
but they're all jacked.
They've all done a lot of
Anthony
cocaine.
Michael Hall.
juicing?
Yeah, they're all
well, Anthony
juicing.
Michael Hall fought Michael Myers,
I know.
so he's ready.
Evil must die.
Yeah.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies. And the sheriff's like, wait, this isn't okay. They're like,
You all need to
fuck
settle
you.
down. So those are my picks.
Those
Nice
are-
and easy.
Yeah,
That's good.
Nice.
Well, there has to be. You got to get Lady Gladiators in there too, Michael.
You do. You do. You
And
do.
his
you
dad
totally-
did ash off into one of them. And Judd, right? That was his story. So he's ready for
Who
it.
are your?
So my pick are to just be realistic and have an actual chance. I went with the cast of the latest Jackass. So
Yeah.
I think it's Jackass Forever. So you got the
Preston Lacey.
yeah, you have the old greats that are probably going to eat shit, but they'll make it
Aaron.
entertaining.
I don't even want to know.
But
your
then you have
challenges
the
this right
younger poopy. What is it? Yeah, I think his name's Poopies. That's what it is. Poopies.
now. They also got two. Did they get a new girl with
They
it too?
They do. As you said,
Well,
there
see,
needs
I
to
don't
be
know
more.
how she could put
yeah.
up with that. That's impressive.
And she's good. Like she did all the like crazy shit.
Didn't they put Britney Spears in the outhouse or something? Do you remember that when they torpedoed an outhouse into the sky?
I don't think it was
blue
Britney.
water
They
in
tried
it?
getting
It
somebody.
was a celebrity though, right?
No, when the one they did in the movie, it ends up being Ryan Dunn who does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But doesn't he go
Yeah.
in and then?
No.
No. He gets
Jeremy
blown up-
Reiner
yeah.
goes in and they do the blow up one where they do the blue bomb in the outhouse,
Right.
and it's Jeremy Reiner.
No, that's done.
No. They get done in the movie, but in the credits they're showing and it's
Oh,
Jeremy
yes,
Reiner.
you're right.
They got Jeremy Reiner, but the celebrities have things where they're probably like, we don't want it featured in the movie, so they'll just
Right.
like throw it in the credits and then for the DVD or
Yeah.
whatever.
Little
Because
treat.
they did one where they played hot potato with a taser gun with one of the guys from Sex and the City. He played one of the gay guys.
Mr. Big.
Yeah, no. He played one of the like gay guy, like one of Charlotte's gay friends.
Right.
I can't remember his name. He's a famous writer or whatever. But yeah, they have a random. I think it's the second movie during the credits. They're playing hot potato with him with the taser,
so
and it's like, why wasn't that? But anyway, so yeah, it would be the young.
I like it.
So Pontius
Built to get the shit
Lacey
kicked
would
out
be
of
Those guys
them.
aren't
there.
afraid to get hurt.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what you've
and they
got
can take
here?
shit. Like they can take shit.
I like what you've got here.
They get
because
celebrities involved.
You know how in Survivor when they have people do the challenge as an example before
Yeah.
all these guys could get beat up in the challenge.
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
could take
Funny.
it.
And they could also have random celebrities show up. Like they've
Yeah.
done that. They had Brad Pitt play like in a monkey suit to like.
It's just
do
now
a skit
Steve-O's
or
not
whatever.
on cocaine.
Yeah, and he
None
has
of them are on
veneers and he can
cocaine.
take out his teeth before he does stuff.
Big
now.
prereq here at our American Gladiator recasting is you must do cocaine.
Also, inspiring the young to participate in American
Absolutely.
Gladiator.
To
So the new
participate in drug
generation.
culture.
So I have a laundry
Yeah.
I have a
What do
laundry
you
list
like?
of like challenges to do. So I'm just going to give you like my top 4 to 5 people who
Who are your
gonna-
gladiators?
Yeah, who are my
Yeah.
gladiators? So I got Laura Croft.
Okay.
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 Right.
Like Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
OG.
Okay.
All right. Then I've got
PS1.
I've got James Bond. And
Yeah.
not Sean as much
Roger
as Sean.
Moore.
Not Rod.
Timothy.
It's
Chalamet?
Dalton.
It's obviously TD, man.
It's
the T
Daniel
Dalton.
Craig. It's Daniel Craig because
Okay.
he started doing his own stunts.
Right.
Quantum of Solace.
Then we also
Should have just
have
been Quantum of Silence.
Easily the best one.
we
in the
have
series.
we have John Wick.
Oh.
And we have, whose name eludes me, we have Charlize Theron from Atomic Blonde.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
So we
Fucking
have
awesome
people who
movie.
can
Good,
ass
yeah, very
kick,
good
people
movie.
who
Yeah.
are athletic, people who are, because we need men and women competition. We just can't have the
Right.
women beating up on the men and vice versa.
It sounds like your
there's-
Joes are never going to win, though.
No, I mean.
So what's the
but-
fun in that
well,
for
it's-
regular people?
They play to kill.
I mean, we've
I don't want to watch people
Side bets.
die.
Side bets. Which Joe dies today?
We've
All of them.
yeah, exactly. We've modified the challenges so that they are Nerf friendly, and or
no one
done
dies?
indoor
John
with
Wick's
a-
not going to miss with the tennis ball cannon.
Yeah, he's
He's
killed
gonna kill
a
somebody.
fucking pencil, Mike. He killed someone with a fucking
What
pencil.
if the challenge?
Fucking pencil.
But what if the challenge is going after John Wick with the tennis ball gun
Oh, that's kind of fun.
instead of like
Then you're just afraid.
right? Like there
I
are
don't wanna
real.
hit him.
And
I
you
have-
his dog is
there
beside
are real
you.
life consequences to my.
I like
Mike,
that.
you can finally
gladiators.
have your Daisy round.
Yeah, like I could. Daisy
You
mans
fight
the
for
gun.
that dog so much.
Yeah,
This Joe killed your dog, John.
Damn it, Mike. You can't keep
My-
working that dead dog
my-
into your debate.
Daisy has her own challenge where you have to bring a dog through a bunch
Oh
of
my
dog-based
God.
challenges,
Oh, no.
Dead.
where you are also firing at targets at the same time with a Nerf gun
And the dog is dead.
because everything's Nerf. Yeah, so I took
Best
I-
TV dog of all time.
If you want to dumb mine down, I have iconic action stars
Yeah.
as mine because my challenges are
Actually,
based off
Martin
of,
has iconic action stars.
he does, but in his movie
Yes.
they are only iconic to the expendable universe.
Whatever.
That's not true.
They're iconic to me.
One
Mine-
of them is Terminator.
Can any
One
of
of them
yours
is
do a
Rocky.
Van Damme split? I don't think they can, Michael.
I think Laura does.
I do.
Actually, yeah, I believe that. I think she could.
Yeah, she
That's-
does.
Yeah, she probably does.
Yeah, naked.
That's a pretty good point.
Mike.
This is American Gladiators After Dark.
Jimmy, know your version is naked. You idiot.
Are you drunk?
You idiot. She's naked.
Fucking naked. Okay, so Charles, you go first. What do you? Let's eliminate an option for the jackass.
I almost went with the crew from Dodgeball, but it seemed too easy.
Oh my God, Steve the Pirate alone would just kill it. He would crush it. I mean, fuck, these are all so good. I think I'm gonna have to go Expendables though. That's a great lineup.
Does fit the theme.
It's a
I'm going to
great
go
lineup.
Expendables too.
That's a great lineup.
Martin.
It's a good one.
I was gonna go Breakfast Club just for that.
Yeah,
Yeah!
Breakfast Club was good. That was a good pick too. These were
Come
all
on,
good.
Mike.
These were all good.
No, there's not enough votes in the kitty to make this happen. So I think the Expendables are
Mike.
the right choice.
Come on,
I-
Mike.
Come on, Mike. Do the vote with integrity.
Swing vote,
No,
baby.
but-
Swing vote.
Like now, my stuff
Give
is
me
like
Pennsylvania.
Well, your stuff will translate, Mike.
my stuff
Expendables
works
guys.
well.
Jimmy, you got the
because-
popular vote.
I did. The popular vote.
So now I have to use my famous scenes without my famous actors.
It translates.
It can.
Arnold can do anything.
Yeah.
Sly, anything.
All right, so we'll make this one fast here. We'll do this based on we'll make it nice and easy. So we want 3 challenges, right?
Okay.
For today.
Yeah.
So I'll throw mine out there first because I've yet to.
Do you have it ready, Mike?
I do have it ready. I'm just now having
Presentation's
God.
ready, Michael.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
This is the guy's like trying to find the file.
So
it's I have it.
mine. I've got this is called the Skyfall dive.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Quantum of
And
Skyfall
The
dive.
Quantum of Skyfall dive. It's a zip line and a free fall course where contestants must retrieve intel mid-air. So they've got to grab.
So it's like a 100-foot zip line.
It's like a 100-foot zip line that they're
I don't know
slowly
if that's
going
long
down.
or actually. It's a long zip line.
Well, they're on. It's a long zip line, but while you're going down, the gladiators are coming up.
Okay.
And they're trying to get in the way of you. So it's just manila
Is it that
envelopes.
hand crank zip line?
It's more of one that's got like you're going down, right?
Yeah.
So the point is to go down while they're being able to come up. So they're cranking up.
Okay.
And you've got the gun that lets you go down real fast. And then you try to get there, and then you've got to untie it, right? Like it's tied onto a knot. And if you can get that while they're coming up and racing the other way. So you've got to make your way down as fast as you can, and then stop if they're coming, and then go past them, and then stop again, just like a zip line.
I kind of like that.
So
That's cool.
inspired by Skyfall. Don't think there was a zip line in it.
Interesting.
No, Judi Dench does it. M does it. She has her She has her
Dame
big.
Judi Dench?
Yeah, sorry, Dame.
Judi Dench.
No, I
Dame-
believe
How dare you.
there's a helicopter scene in the end when they're coming to Skyfall Ranch and they all zip on.
Stupid
the
name.
helicopter.
Yes,
It's
yes,
in
yes,
it.
yes.
I'm just
Stupid name.
M does the
saying.
zip line.
Skyfall.
Isn't that where George Lucas lives?
no, that's Sky. That's
Skywalker Ranch.
Skywalker.
That'd be so funny. They go to Skywalker Ranch.
You know the helicopter scene at Skywalker Ranch?
George Lucas is like, "What's happening?"
Get off my
How
property.
did my house become a set?
He just pokes them with the lightsaber and they
Guys.
just shoot him in the face. We got him.
Martin,
Target
what
down.
about you, Martin?
So mine is a little bit different. Because you know how American Gladiators is usually 2 guys and 2 girls is what
Yeah.
it is, right? 4 contestants total.
1 cup.
For mine, this is always gonna be the opening game. It's kind of like, do you guys ever play that game Fall Guys?
Yeah.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
you played it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the game where they have to run through the doors, but if they don't push
Yeah.
through the wall?
Like
So
MXC.
the first 4
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
it become the contestants on American Gladiators. They have to do that course. Run
So
through
there's
the
like
doors.
60 of them running.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I
There's like
love
20
that.
So there's just
usually 20 to 30 people, and then they all run, and the first 4 to make it become
Get to be the
contestants.
so it's like a row of doors and only one of them is an
Is
actual
real,
door, but
yeah.
you just got to pick one and
The
run.
rest are
Okay.
like hard
That's
plywood.
fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Martin, do you have another one? Because I would love to just start this whole thing with that every single time.
That's how the show
I have another
starts.
one. I can
Okay,
make another
yeah,
one,
like that is okay. Rule that right there. That is how everything starts.
That's good.
Is
Yeah.
Fall Guys running through
Yeah,
and
yeah,
only
yeah.
4 doors
Yeah.
are
Because
yeah.
it's all complete chance.
It
at
is.
that point.
It
There's
is.
no skill. It's just fucking chance.
You can be the fastest. Doesn't mean your door is real.
And some of them sprint like they think it's gonna work.
hard. You
Okay.
gotta have faith.
So what's this
That's
one
what George
for
Michael said.
this
Blind
round,
faith.
Martin?
For this round, okay. Do you guys remember that game with the? It's I think it's Breakthrough and Conquer. The one with it's a combination of football and wrestling. You have 2 challenges. You have to get
Command
past
and
someone
Conquer?
through the football, then you have to wrestle someone out of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna be like that, but because to pay homage to the old American Gladiators, but to ramp it up a notch, I want every contestant and every gladiator in medieval armor.
cool.
In like full
that's
plate
cool.
armor.
That's heavy.
That's cool.
I like that.
I got
cool.
this inspiration from The King with Timothy Chalamet when they were just beating the shit out of each other with the armor at the end. That's what I want.
Fuck
awesome.
yeah.
The wrestling and the football with the full plate
Like
armor.
it's nice
cool.
to have. They aren't larpers, so these dudes are strong and
Yeah,
can actually
exactly.
hold the weapons and swing
Yeah.
them. That's
Are
pretty
you like
slick.
combined in an area that you have to stay in while this is happening?
Well, because it's the football one, right? So it's like just a little
Oh,
path.
so it's a little field. Okay,
Yeah.
You
yeah,
have
I
to
know.
run
Oh, yeah,
straight through
okay.
The guy.
I
There's
remember
a
those.
very little
Yeah.
wiggle room, and the wrestling one is just a big circle, and you have to push the other guy out.
Okay.
The medieval football.
Or that
run.
was Breakthrough and Conquer. I think that was what it's called.
Yeah, okay,
Ooh, I like
medieval-
that.
That's awesome.
Medieval breakthrough and conquer. I really dig that.
And that was his backup choice. That was
Damn.
his second. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so
Shit.
we've got a zip line. We've got a breakthrough and conquer. What do you got?
I think I'm gonna go with the easiest way to describe it. We're gonna do full contact supermarket sweep.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got a lot
so
of Food
it's,
Network
there's still gonna
fans.
be trivia, and the
Yeah.
trivia is gonna be fucking hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're asking these guys questions that they would have no
What's
idea.
the origin
Right.
of this salt?
Like physics
Give
questions.
me more. Give me more. I want more full contact. Give me some
Because
full
more.
contact
supermarkets-
supermarket sweep.
The problem always
So you
with
can go through
supermarket
aisles?
sweep-
Like you could fucking
Oh
just...
yeah. The problem with Supermarket Sweep was that they're doing it one at a time, and this
Right.
everybody fucking
Goes at the same time?
Fuck yeah.
Everybody goes. You still have to
That's-
answer questions to earn your amount of time, but if you don't get back in time, you're out. You're fucking done. You lose.
That's so funny.
I love it.
And the winner gets whoever gets
Can
the
you
most
steal from
groceries.
carts and
yeah,
shit?
can
Yeah,
you,
absolutely.
Can you take out and throw
Yeah,
away
of course
from
you
carts?
can. Yeah, it's full contact.
You could fucking kick someone, like, you could just destroy someone's cart.
It's like,
Can you imagine
remember when
checking
Stone
somebody into the
Cold?
milk?
Do you remember when Stone Cold beat the shit out of Booker T in the grocery store?
Totally.
It's gonna be like that.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It's gonna be a lot like that.
That's literally their training video. That's what they watch before they do it. Okay, so any
Yeah,
questions?
full contact sweep.
Charles?
That is amazing. That was really good shit. I just like did a lazy and I just went like Jackass again in the theme of Jackass.
Here's a giant hand.
So
Yeah.
funny you mentioned that.
How many waivers do we have to
The,
sign to play your game?
The first one I picked is Electric Avenue because I just love that. So
Yeah.
they
Dude,
just
That
got
is
to
one of-
run.
that is my OG favorite.
It's one of the best ones they've done. Seeing Bam cry because he's so scared
Spinning
to go
cattle prods
is
and tasers.
amazing.
I don't wanna do
Yeah,
it.
man, it's so
That
so
and
yeah.
snakes.
Yeah, so they're running through a tunnel of just awkwardly placed tasers. Some are hanging.
One's a cattle
Some
prod,
are
so
on the
it's like-
ground.
Oh my God.
One is spinning around as a cattle prod. Yeah, like it's a nightmare. Like there's no way you can do it without. And yeah,
But
in
you
the,
have we have the Expendables, and they're like pushing you.
Yeah.
Is that-
Well, and in the spirit of that, what Jimmy pitched, like the way they do it in Jackass is they try to sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a few that are
gotta
like
get through this quick.
strategizing and they're getting hit too much.
Well, have you seen Wipeout?
So- yeah,
if you
exactly.
Go fast, you're
Yeah.
better off.
Yeah,
You
and even
gotta
when
go.
I
It's about physics.
and even when
Right.
I play those video games, that's when I usually beat. Is I just try and do speed run.
Yep.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
Right?
Run past the enemy.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
make you think you have to fight them, but you don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we have a zip line, we have breakthrough and run, we have supermarket sweep full contact, and we have Electric Avenue from Jackass. Martin, you go first.
Oh, it's ludicrous.
Luda for Supermarket Sweep, Jimmy, but you didn't give me enough. I wanted more. What are the gladiators doing? Where the contestants are just going full contact. right?
Well, the
What
gladiators
they
are
do?
out there doing. You remember that contest where? Oh fuck. Well, any of those contests where they're trying to do something, the gladiators are trying to fuck with you. So maybe they're firing the tennis ball cannon at you. Maybe the gladiators are just fucking rocking
Here's what
you
they're
into
doing.
the shelves.
Here's what's happening.
They're beating you with that giant leg of meat.
but it's made out of foam. That's
No,
a
no, no.
Oh, it's a
No,
leg of
no.
meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
And if
take
you're
that
s-
away.
And if you're smart, you'll try and take it from them and put it in your cart.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to give you a point here, but like they hide in the shelves, and when you're
Oh,
driving by,
yeah.
they push the shelf out.
Even
like
better.
an RV,
Dude, even better.
and that plays in with your hand, right? Because the shelf comes all the way
Dude,
out.
even I was just gonna say even better if they take too long, it'll just be one of them punching through.
Yeah.
through the
fucking
aisle.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry.
fucking hilarious.
I love supermarket
I
sweep.
know.
It's the best game
I
show of
know.
all
I'm
time.
going Supermarket
Yeah.
Sweep on this one.
Yeah,
You
no,
got it,
it's
Jimmy.
supermarket
You got
sweep.
It's a
Okay.
supermarket sweep.
It's a supermarket sweep, full contact.
Who knew?
Full
Yeah.
contact. Super.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Sweep.
Full contact sweep.
Have you seen SNL skit on supermarket sweep, Jimmy?
No.
So and this is true. Supermarket sweep, they would have a lot of like same-sex relationships, but
Yeah.
they weren't allowed to
Oh.
say.
There's
So they're
I
only
watched a
allowed to say
clip of
friend
that.
or roommate.
Yeah.
And it's Kate McKinnon. And I forget who else it is, but they're together, and the whole thing is
Very
them just being
clearly
like,
lesbians.
"I love you, roommate. I hope you do well, roommate." And John Krasinski's just like, "All right, the roommates." Anyways, yeah.
That's a
and then
real
one
thing.
one of them trips and falls, and then they're drawn. She's like, "Roommate, I was gonna ask you to be my roommate forever." And yeah, it's just so dumb, but it always makes
That's
me
a
think of
real
that.
thing. So he
It
showed
is,
me a
yeah.
clip on TikTok of supermarket sweep,
It's
and there's
true.
these two guys on there that
Yes.
are very definitely.
And when
not
they look at
roommates.
each other, they're just like roommates, and the audience is like, "Oh."
So
It's so stupid.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
It's so dumb. Sorry. I just always think of that.
I'm gonna say Jimmy goes next.
Okay. I like the idea of doing a family feud, but it's actually your family against a family of, like a nuclear family of gladiators.
So what you're saying is family on family fight?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because, the dads could go against each other, but maybe you let the dad beat the shit out of the son, and then you have an advantage. It's
what-
like matching lines in hockey.
What happens when I want to fight my mom?
Well, that's on you, brother.
Right. You signed a waiver, bitch.
It's basically, there used to be a game show. There was a game show called My Dad is Better Than Your Dad. And they would have these dads do gladiator-style competitions against each other. But I thought it'd be funny if we have a whole family that has to do this dangerous.
My
That really
family's
gets some
better than
shit
your
up.
family.
Can we get families that have like problems with each other? Like
Of
they're on the
course we
neighboring.
can,
Dysfunctional
Michael.
families,
Yeah,
Michael?
dysfunction.
Of course.
Like
Of course,
Any
we
family
can.
willing to go
interfamily
on a
fighting.
I'm taking family specifically from Dr. Phil, but we're gonna call it Dr. Few.
Michael, any family willing to go on a stupid reality show is dysfunctional.
Yes.
It is going to work.
I feel that this would be best placed for Family Feud, where you're doing the baton with
Show
the
me
two.
potato salad.
We got potato salad plate.
No, but what's the thing with the two foam ends on it, where you're
Oh, it's like the Q-tip fight.
the Q-tip fight?
Oh.
thank you.
Oh, the jousting.
The jousting.
Yeah, the jousting.
I feel this would be like Family Feud jousting.
But it's 5 people on each
Sure.
platform.
yeah.
They're fucking
Or
giving
like
her.
they're each on one platform, and then the last
That's right.
family member standing is the winner. Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
That dad show was great too, because a lot of
You
kids
went with
found
a
out
lot
how
of-
awful their dads were.
My dad doesn't
I
love
thought
me
my
as much
dad
as-
was tough.
Yeah.
Are you
I
guys
thought my dad
noticing-
loved me.
Are you guys noticing a game show theme coming from Jimmy over here? at
What
all?
is American Gladiators if not a game show?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
It is.
game show within game shows. How inception
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Charles, what's yours?
So again, I guess in typical jackass fashion, you got to have one that's a little bit just something to do
Zany.
with poo.
Okay.
So
Naturally,
this
yeah.
one is they're just the Joes are trying to just solve a puzzle, and the gladiators have a poo cannon. And the longer they take trying to solve this puzzle, the more poo they'll get covered
Not
in.
the poo cannon.
Yeah, it's just a
Come
straight up
on.
poo.
Whose poo is it? It's
They've
always
collected. They've had Dave England poo for a year
Okay,
straight
thank you.
into a cannon.
I'm glad you picked England.
He
'Cause he's
just
the one
always
that
is
poo-
the pooer.
when he
He's the
poos-
and he
poo guy,
shits
yeah.
himself.
when he poos into that little town.
yeah,
that they
yeah,
made, that
yeah. He puts his butt
diorama.
on the and then he shits himself
Diarrhea.
all the time.
diarrhea in the diorama.
But yeah,
Diorama-rhea.
and the puzzle will be
diarrhea.
the puzzle will be annoying, but it's definitely solvable. But is it with poo? I guess.
Is it with poo? Yes.
Is it poo?
Is it?
But yeah, the gladiators and they're they're not that far from them.
That's what
So
American
it's going to be an
Gladiators are
effective
missing.
poo cannon.
Like, so much that maybe there'll be splatter on the.
I've never seen an
gladiators.
ineffective
No,
poo
not that.
cannon.
You can get the gladiators.
It's like a potato launcher, but poo.
yes,
Love it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a potato. It's a potato.
It's like
poo
the crossbow.
What kind of diet are they feeding them?
cannon. I mean, we have vegans, we have
Fibrous,
carnivores,
fibrous.
we
So
have
much
we have
fiber.
variety. We'll say there's solids and wets.
Lots of Metamucil, Jimmy.
The cuttlefish?
Okay, cuttlefish it is.
Well,
Or asparagus.
I can't compete with your.
Cuttlefish and asparagus.
Oh my god.
Cuttlefish.
Can you pee in one of the poo buckets, please, after a meal of asparagus? That would be
But
fantastic.
yeah, there'll be a variety. It's Jackass, so there will be no shortage of poo.
Of scat.
I'm always so happy when we have these. I'm like, oh yeah, ours is 18 and over on our show logo.
It was either that or they're inside an outhouse and they do the poo cannon or the poo launch while trying to solve a puzzle.
Yeah. I mean, either way, you're.
I thought the gladiator being involved with the poo can would be a little bit more engaging and Arnold would love it.
He would.
Knoxville, of course, commentary will be.
Martin,
Yeah.
you want me to go next, or you want to go next?
You can go ahead.
Okay, so because we have so many of these action heroes, one of them was in the OG version of my movie. He was in Mad Max, so I feel Mel Gibson could do this next
You
challenge.
and your Mel.
I don't like him as a person, but this is
You
for
love him.
This is about winning a bullshit debate that means nothing. So
You have Mel pictures everywhere. in the
Shut
studio.
up.
And they're personal photos. They're not even
They all
from
say
movies.
to my biggest fan. Thanks
have a
for
photo of
sticking
him
by
eating
me all
breakfast.
these years.
So, do you guys remember the gauntlet at the end?
Yeah.
Where they have to like run
Yeah.
and then they get shot at everything.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they make
yeah.
their way up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the Mad Max gauntlet. the cast of the Gladiators will dress up as war boys, and you'll be running through, and there'll be like swinging foam. Like yeah, there'll be a lot of witness me.
Oh, that's great.
There'll be a lot of silver chrome spray paint.
Oh, that's great.
But you'll be running through a gauntlet full of like chains and swinging objects that the war boys are pushing.
Right.
Well, at the same time, we'll have the guy with the guitar with the flame, but the flame will
Yeah.
be water instead. So it'll be like
Oh.
trying to. So imagine like the big war scene
Yeah.
where they're all in the vehicles,
Yeah.
but condense that into a gauntlet style event, right?
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha,
Like
gotcha,
where
gotcha.
maybe one of a vehicle will be positioned on the corner.
Yeah.
And it'll have a huge fan in it. So when he revs the engine of the car, it blasts air out and knocks you off where you're trying to run.
Gotcha.
So you're going through a Mad Max-like scenario.
Gotcha.
With Mel as your form of he's Joe.
Naturally.
He's Joe in this scenario.
Immortan Joe?
Immortan Joe. Yeah.
He's more of a Scrotus.
Yeah. I had a baby brother. Father.
My favorite part of Furiosa was fucking Rictus says something just unhinged, and Scrotus just looks like him. Like, come on, man. It's like if Scrotus has to tell you you're going too far, there's something
Dude, my
wrong.
name's fucking Scrotus,
Come
and
on,
that
man.
was too far.
I'm Scrotus.
Anyways, that's the Fury
That's
Road.
funny.
Fury Road.
I like it,
gauntlet.
Mike.
That's a
Love
good
me
one.
a war boy.
Yeah, right.
Look, can't say no to a war boy, buddy.
Everybody gets to witness.
So is that round 2, or is
Martin's
we
gotta
still need
go.
Martin?
We
Yeah.
still need Martin.
Oh, I also went with a Mad Max thing, but
Yes.
with Thunderdome.
Oh,
Nice.
Do you remember in
Thunderdomes.
Thunderdome when they're in that big dome, and then you have two people? They're on like some sort of wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the object of the game is you have to cut the person's wires.
Oh, I like that.
That's fun.
That's
And
cool.
the whole thing in the ground is padded, so there's no. If you fall, it's fine.
Yeah.
So eventually, you cut enough wires, they fall to the ground. Is that the kind of?
Exactly.
You're kind of like
exactly. You're trying to cut the
swinging, and
wires.
it's momentum, and okay.
Yeah, it's all momentum. And
I
like,
fucking
springy,
like
so
that.
it's
That's
got the-
cool.
What do they
That's
got?
cool.
Like a little pocket knife or a machete?
No, it's like a some sort of spear
Oh, okay.
because you'll have to reach for it, right? So,
Yeah. Oh,
That's
I like
cool.
that.
I
That's
dig
cool.
it. I dig it.
That's
Okay,
cool.
so that's 2 Mad Max. That's a wire and a spear. You're in the Thunderdome. That's so cool. Because like as you cut somebody, you keep falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
last person to stay hung on is
that's fucking
really
sick,
cool.
Martin.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
your
yeah. That's
elasticity
good.
as
That's a
you-
great idea.
Yeah.
And that fits the theme so well.
Oh, it
Yeah.
does.
Do we even need to pick anyone else?
What's wrong with my Mad? What, you don't like my Chrome?
He's just fits so well
It
into
does.
American Gladiator.
It does. No, it totally does. Okay,
That's
so
just it.
that's that's number 2. We got one more.
Thunderdome.
That's the what do we want to call this? The Thunderdome.
Yeah, what do you call it, Martin?
Thunderdome surprise.
Thunder. I don't know. I didn't have a name for
I
it.
don't know.
Let's just call it the Thunderdome
yeah.
Perfect.
because that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's from that. So let's pay
The
homage
Tina
to
Turner.
the creative Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome wire race.
That's all.
Let's
Yeah.
call it that.
It's actually she's not awful, but it's just such a
Yeah.
wild card to pick Tina Turner.
Yeah. Interesting cast.
It was very interesting.
Weird.
All right. Charles, you can start for number 3.
Okay. So since
Okay.
that we're only doing 3 rounds, I'll say this is like the grand finale one. So there's 2 layers to this one. So essentially it's like an obstacle course going across the like there's a huge, let's say like a valley, let's say, and there's an obstacle course going across like
A
a
moat.
bridge. Yeah, going across a moat. Let's
Where's
say.
the castle?
So they're going across that, and as they're going across, there's obstacles, there's shit, there's a hand popping out that's trying to
Naturally,
slam
yeah.
into them. There's like a can, like a poo, maybe a poo cannon again.
Oh, so this is the best
There's
of-
tasers and stuff, but while they're running across that, on the other side, going across the valley, there is a jet, and gladiators are throwing things like
Into the jet
shoes
engine.
into the jet engine and stuff, and trying to hit them as they're trying to run across. And if you get
like a
hit by
watermelon.
a shoe,
Piss.
one of their shoes, yeah, like whatever
I thought
they
it was just
find
one of the
essentially.
gladiators was named Jet. They're throwing
Jet.
stuff into Jet.
They go into a wingsuit and try to sacrifice themselves to hit them.
Classic Jet.
But yeah, no, and then it's just like a Jackass grand finale, and then in typical fashion, they'll have Rip Torn or Rip Taylor at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
I
yeah.
always
Taylor,
mix them up.
Rip
Yeah.
Taylor at the end, just fucking
confetti.
the confetti throwing.
Everybody, you'll have
Yeah.
so much fun.
Yeah, yeah,
Rip
yeah.
Taylor, you're not
Yeah.
even dead. Someone needs to check my apartment.
It's so good.
I like it. I like it. Martin.
For mine, I was thinking of it this way. So we have a surprise. He's not really a gladiator, but he's part of the team. Because
Spike
you
Dudley.
know how the last course of all American Gladiators is the Eliminator. It's like an obstacle course, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who better to design an obstacle course every month than Kevin McAllister? So you have to go through like the Kevin McAllister trap house.
Oh my
But
God,
it's
that's
not,
so
it's
funny.
nothing. There's no lethal. There's nothing that hurts. It's all like, so instead of like a flamethrower trap, it'll be olive oil. So it'll be stuff that deters you from, because it's the fastest time, right?
So you're
to complete.
slippery
so
now.
Stuff that'll deter
Yeah.
you if you get caught by the
Right.
trap. Like the feathers with the tar. You know what I mean? That could be something.
Yeah.
Was Macaulay Culkin in
finishing on time?
the Expendables?
Yes.
though? Was he?
Yes, he was.
Which one?
He was Macaulay Culkin.
He's in all of them.
He played himself.
Yes.
Did they need a trap house in
Yeah, they
Expendables
did.
4?
We got to stop calling it a trap house. Also. That's not the right term for this. It is a house where there are traps.
I thought it was like a house like playing trap.
Yeah.
All the time.
Just
They just
nonstop
love
trap.
M. Night.
Yeah. They just love M. Night.
Okay, the McAllister,
fucking
the
McAllister house. The McAllister house.
I like that.
Jimmy, or do you want me to
Mine?
go?
No. I got this. Mine is a classic competition that men and women for centuries have been doing. We get drunk and we leg wrestle.
You were
That was
going
very
so.
anticlimactic.
It was. I gotta say, you
We
just-
all get blackout drunk
I was just saying a big
and we leg wrestle.
Can I have a?
Nope.
Can I have a proxy? Can
No.
I have a champion? Can
Nope.
someone fight for me?
And at this point, the crowd is completely gone.
Yeah.
This is after
So
the
it's
event
just-
is over.
It's sadness more
Yeah,
than
we all
anything.
get drunk and we
This
leg
is for
wrestle.
the DVD extra.
That's
You're
right.
not allowed. You're not allowed to leave until
We're
you
just gonna
leg
see who
wrestle.
the Gladiators is really
Backyard
the
boys
strongest.
wrestling.
You're telling me the Expendables wouldn't do this after the show?
I don't think anybody does this anymore.
They don't
except
have leg work anymore.
You
They're
don't
all
leg wrestle?
you
If,
think- you
if
think-
you were drunk at a
Jimmy,
party and a guy
Jimmy.
said, "Let's go,"
Listen to him.
they're
They don't
all
have leg
they're all
day.
upper body. They
no
don't have
leg day.
legs.
yeah, that's actually pretty
They're all
good.
upper
leg
body.
day.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like
There's
They're
a
all-
reason that
yeah.
that Carl Weathers and Arnie didn't lock legs.
You son of a bitch! Give me that foot.
Give me that little twig. Give me
Dylan, you have this.
Look at your legs.
You have no foot power.
You've got no quads.
All of our legs are back in Minnesota.
Okay, I got something brought to you by not Daisy, but by her owner.
Oh my God!
John Wick is here. This is my Arc de Triomphe.
Oh, wow.
Challenge.
Okay.
Now, if you remember, I think it was the third
Is this
one.
Michael Swan song? Like, what's going on here?
If you remember when he's like swinging around the Triomphe
car.
in the car scene,
Yeah.
right. So we've got a contraption that spins really fast, and there's cars all along the contraption. So you're running one way, it's spinning the other way, and in the cars are puppies that you have to rescue. Stuffed animals, not real puppies. If you don't get all the puppies out, you don't win the challenge. What's so hard about the challenge? Not just running into a car going the opposite direction, but there's a gladiator in each car that you have to wrestle around to get the puppy.
So it's like the Russian car wrestling.
It's like Russian.
Have you seen that?
No.
They do car jujitsu.
Didn't know that was
So
outside
you
of.
start sitting side by side, seatbelts buckled, and then the buzzer goes and you have to start fighting.
Dude, that's in.
So some dudes
Deadpool
go and they
and
hold
Wolf-
your seatbelt in and just start
Deadpool,
punching you.
That's Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
That's
Deadpool
cool.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's
Either way,
cool.
you end up
I want to
fighting a
watch
gladiator in a
It's sick.
car.
It's so cool.
It's
trying
a
to
strategy, though.
Whatever
isn't
you
it?
think it is what it is.
It's just
also
hold their
garbage.
seatbelt plugged in so they can't get out.
John Wick is there. I mean, he wasn't in Gladiators, but I'd like John Wick to be him.
It's very Fear Factor. I like it.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, throw
inspired
Joe in
by
there.
that
I'm in.
whole scene. So
Joe
Throw some
Rogan
Joe
is
in
in
there.
all the
That's who we
chorus.
should got to host this. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogi's Farm Fresh Pierogies.
okay, so we have the Jackass Super Run, which is a bunch of all of your things put together.
Yeah,
with,
the Jackass Cocktail Supreme.
yeah. What was on the other side?
Oh, the jet.
The jet.
And they're throwing
The
things
jets.
into the jet engine. To
We
shoot
have
it at
good
them.
old fashioned leg wrestling.
Yep.
Getting drunk.
Yeah, drunk leg wrestling.
Then it's okay
and
with your cousin.
belligerent.
Martin.
Then it's okay with
what
your
was-
cousins.
What was Martin's again?
The McAllister
The
house.
McAllister house.
I like Trap House.
And then
God damn it.
and
Let's bring
then
it back.
I had the Arc de Triomphe challenge. From,
Arc de Triomphe.
yeah,
I'm going with Mike's.
ooh.
I'm going to vote with Mike's. I think Mike's
The
is
Russian
a
car.
cool way to
Yeah,
end it.
I'm going with car jujitsu.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
That's what we can call it.
I mean, yeah, I guess then car jiu-jitsu wins.
That's a good way to end it, I think. And if everything's fucking spinning too, that's just a nightmare. Very Fear Factor.
It's the worst ride I've ever
Lots of
seen.
buckets.
Lots.
Like cars come one way, you got to run the other way, so you're running into a thing and it changes speeds. At certain times.
a
Like a
poo
bull.
cannon?
There's no poo.
So it's like a mechanical bull.
I'm sorry to. Yeah, it's like a mechanical bull. Really,
I like that.
Yeah, it's very.
Just the randomness and the spinning and
You don't.
and the poo cannon.
yeah, after you eventually.
You got to have a poo cannon that just comes out of the middle and just starts.
No, it's just Dave England coming
Is
out
poo
with his
cannon
ass
one
up.
word?
We could do that.
It's Dave England's ass coming up with the jet.
It's Mike
throwing the
Tyson's
poo
ass.
into the.
And it's a set when they do the bird's eye view camera. It's actually a whole diorama.
You can't have a new
diarrhea
show.
rama.
Diarrhea Rama.
We all know that sitcoms and reality television shows they're synonymous with their theme song, right? Either being
Come on,
scored
knock
or-
on our door.
Right, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who could do a theme song for this piece of shit?
It's got to be intense.
Charles?
I mean, the original Jackass themes. No. Yeah. I think Kenny Loggins.
Wow, excellent choice.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the Danger Zone.
Yeah, he would.
Gulag.
Yeah. Welcome to the Gulag.
Welcome to the Gulag.
Yeah. Highway to the Gulag. Yeah.
I'm thinking
I'll go
like
Kenny
this is where we get the band back together. This is something for like Motley Crue.
The Beatles. Oh.
The Beatles.
The remaining members alive.
Oh, and Kenny and the Beats.
I want
and the
some.
Beats.
I want 80s hair metal from somebody, right?
This
like
could be like
Poison or
when was the last time they did a super thing? It was like the Children of the World, like the.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah, we could do another one, and it'll be
No,
the
it's when
theme song
the
for
celebrities
this.
did Imagine, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That worked out really well.
Oh yeah, we'll get all those same idiots to do the theme song for this one.
you want to get a bunch of people who are so completely unaware of how the world is going.
Yeah, the whitest celebrities we can
whitest
find, please.
celebrities.
I prefer the white rich for this one, if possible. Are they available?
Martin, what do you think for?
It's like, imagine there's no hunger. You guys have millions of dollars. Just do it.
Yeah, we don't.
Just
you
do
guys
it, Gal Gadot.
give us that Wonder Woman money.
Martin? What's your pick?
Gal Gadot.
What do you guys think? Should I go with Grimes or Trent Reznor?
Trent Reznor.
Trent Reznor.
Grimes. Grimes.
No, I don't want little Trent. I want big Trent.
Yeah.
I want Grimes.
No.
Trent
Reznor?
Trent Reznor.
Yeah.
Reznor.
Whenever
That's a
you
great pick.
whenever
I
you
know.
have an
And Attica
opportunity.
Ross.
I just thought Grimes was so funny.
That's what we were talking about for the Wizard of Oz debate. It was Disaster P or Atticus Ross and
Yeah.
Trent Reznor.
Oh, yeah.
And I confused Trent Reznor with someone
And
completely
Grimes.
different. What's with this Grimes thing? Jimmy, do you have anybody?
Yeah, it's John Cena.
It's John Cena
John
rapping?
Cena, yeah, he's going to come out with another rap album, and this is going to be the lead
Album?
single. Yeah, album. This is going
Wow.
to be the lead single off the album.
What's it called?
Now You See Me.
The Man in the Mirror.
Yeah,
And everybody in the audience does the hand thing.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
right?
cool. That's a good idea.
Okay, it's either John Cena or Trent Reznor, I think, here.
Could they do a collab? Could that be the guy who produces his
Might as well
album?
collab them.
That'd be pretty
Do you
sweet.
want Reznor doing the
I
beats?
think
and...
Reznor should produce the album for Cena.
That's
Okay.
sick.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fucking nuts.
I don't want to argue
Ernest,
with that.
what is it? Ernest makes music. That'll be what it's called. Ernest makes an album.
Ernest visits the trap house.
Okay, so Trent.
Oh boy, every song starts with that.
Okay,
Fuck,
Trent
that's
Reznor
insane.
produced
That's insane,
rap album.
man. If someone doesn't make an Ernest movie with Cena,
It's
what a
it's gonna
waste!
happen.
It has to.
He wants to.
He's got to do a GoFundMe.
He seems to very
I'll
clearly
give him my
wanna do
money.
it. Right?
GoFundMe.
I think he does.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want the recap?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so here it is. So our host of American Gladiator 2024, inspired by Gladiator 2. Our hosts are Arnold Schwarzenegger and Johnny Knoxville. Our network is going to be Pluto. The Gladiators will be the Expendables. Our challenges will be the full contact supermarket sweep, the Thunderdome wire run, Car Jiu-Jitsu Arc de Triomphe, inspired by John Wick. Our theme song will be a rap album with the lead single produced by Trent Reznor, done by John Cena. There you have it, listener.
Now you see me. Now you see
it.
me. That's amazing.
Before we go,
I would watch it.
do all of us want to see Gladiator 2? Are we all down for the pound?
Yeah,
or-
totally.
You know, okay, I'll be honest
Fuck
with you.
yeah, man.
I wasn't super into it, and then as soon as I saw Denzel and I saw that
He's off
first
the
trailer, I
chain.
was like, wow, I
Yeah.
am in.
The whole trailer was fucking sick.
So crazy. Yeah, and I love Denzel. Like,
And
I love
you know
him.
what's my favorite thing is that a lot of dudes are finding out Romans were gay.
Like, really gay.
Really gay.
Oh,
Who
they've-
knew?
they've-
And now they're mad about it.
So-
You're mad about history?
Do they
Like,
not-
I don't understand.
So they don't know about the Greeks yet? Uh-oh,
No,
giddy
they
up.
don't.
How
Giddy
about,
up.
how about that
Where do you
Rome?
think that term came from?
They fucked the
should've seen-
shit out of each
You should
other.
have seen the Snyder cut of 300.
The original Olympics, straight up, just wrestling hard.
Yeah, no,
Rock hard.
hard
there was-
fucking.
there was the original Olympics. I heard it went. There was wrestling, shot put, and fucking.
Yeah.
Those were the three things.
That was
you could
it?
And
get.
then fucking was incorporated in all of the sports.
Yeah.
Still is.
All right. Now that we're done. Now that we're done the javelin, let's fuck.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
how
that guy
about-
knocked a
how
thing
about-
off with his dick
How
in
about
the most
fucking-
recent one.
How about fucking before battle?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like the only way I'll
That's what I
protect
mean.
you is if I
These-
fuck you.
Yeah.
And these same dudes
Here's a
claim to
baby.
be big fucking historians, but they don't actually know anything about fucking.
They know their story.
Also, how is that a shock? Yeah, believe it or not, those people did not give a fuck.
No,
Like that
'cause
was
they
not a
didn't think there
concern.
was no norms.
They don't give a shit.
Martin, are you?
They wore robes.
They didn't care.
They
Guys,
didn't
hang on.
shower. They didn't give a fuck.
Martin, are you on the Gladiator 2 train?
I don't know. I might watch Wicked. I don't know yet.
Shut up.
Ooh,
Martin
I like
was-
the
like
first
it.
one, but I'm not sure about the second one. I'm still.
Why you?
Yeah.
Are you talking
Hang-
about Wizard of Oz? I loved the first one.
The first Gladiator. The first Gladiator.
Yeah.
I liked Return to Oz.
Do you? Hey, I gotta ask Martin.
That was a
Martin,
good one. I love Return to Oz.
I loved
Wow.
Great and Powerful.
Martin, do you think you will not be entertained?
I don't know. That's what I'm worried about because the first one was so entertaining, and I was entertained. I
want some-
Are you not entertained?
I want some Denzel,
So-
baby.
As soon as I saw the ships in the Coliseum, I'm fucking in.
As soon as I saw
I'm there.
Ridley Scott arguing that you could fill the Coliseum
And
with water,
he's 100% fucking right.
No, but apparently, apparently that
Were they
is
built by
something
the
that
bay?
happened.
Really,
That is something
he's not
that is
working off
documented that
bullshit.
happened.
Do you think Ridley Scott would work off bullshit?
he made
Yes.
a
I
French
don't.
movie.
I would say
He made
yes.
a movie about the French
Also, his
war
job-
leader
Oh yeah.
with no French people.
Oh, yeah, you're
Do
right.
I
He's
think
also in
Ridley
his-
Scott would
Dude.
go off book. I think he goes very off book.
He's in his 80s. Like Clint Eastwood is 90 and literally is like on a chair
Oh,
being
I
like,
don't
"Cut."
care. I'm
They're just letting them make movies.
no.
Make movies.
No, Michael's right. I think I have to hate this movie. Oh, fuck.
Well, I also was talking about this, and I'm
Oh,
trying to
no.
figure this out. But isn't it pretty obvious too? Like Denzel wouldn't be in the position he's in
No, that's
if that era was real. Like if that was actually
I mean,
historically
guys,
accurate.
I'm just saying it's really funny when the person who's interviewing the filmmaker
yeah.
thinks it's such a good point
Yeah,
to
to
bring
be
up
like,
this bullshit
the
about
accuracy,
Yeah.
like we don't.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing up accuracy?
It's a
with
rule of
fucking
cool, right?
It's a bull-
movie.
I don't fucking care. I want to see.
He's
those
not making
battles.
a documentary.
So in the real documentary you made, Joaquin Phoenix was.
He's not making the witch.
You're making fucking escapism.
He's not making the witch here.
It's
Like
so-
he's not. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
not making a fucking period piece.
I don't
Like,
care. I think it's funny that they're like, okay, you saw that.
He's
Obviously,
just
that was the
literally
point.
like
He's making an action movie.
it's almost 30 years later, and he's like Gladiator 2,
And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
and they're like, cool.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
But
And
you
they're
know
like,
what?
cool.
He
And then he's
wrote-
like, and then Alien again, and then Gladiator 3. I don't
He
know.
wrote-
and
But, like,
Alien.
He
Hang on.
wrote Gladiator 2 on the board and then put 2 lines through the 2.
He did. He pulled a James Cameron. Well, think about it though. It's a great story. You have this boy. You have Commodus. Is it Commodus? That was
It's Scrotus.
Scrotus. Thank you.
Common senseness.
Yeah.
It's
Is it his son? Like, is it any relation to Russell Crowe in any way?
It's his. It's
And this is Paul Mescal.
Paul Mescal is playing Connie Nielsen's son. She's
Oh,
playing
they
Joaquin's
allegedly
nephew.
had a and
Well, that's the
they're
nephew.
alluding
was-
that Russell Crowe.
Joseph
it's the
Quinn
son.
looks like a little weirdo.
They're
in it,
alluding
too. I'm
in the
excited.
movie.
It's the son
Yeah.
from the. It's the love child that he had because they slept together, right?
They allude to it in the first one that might not be
his son.
that might be Maximus's real son, but they
right.
never
confirm it.
confirm
but
it.
this kind of does, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This story might be he does find out that his mother did
Papa.
sleep with. Well, also his father died in battle. I think that was how Maximus and his mom become close
Right.
because he doesn't have a father figure now.
Right.
Who's to say that they didn't sleep together before and all that stuff? But
No,
I'm
for
just
sure.
glad that there's.
He took care of you. That's your dad.
Yeah.
I'm just
right,
glad that there's
right.
there's something attached to the first one, and we're not just doing Gladiator 2 for the name.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's.
I
there's
mean,
some
but I feel like
story.
even if he,
Spartacus.
Gladiator as
I
well.
feel like even if he did, it would still be like, yeah,
Martin's right. It is Spartacus. Right.
yeah, it is, right? Like, yeah,
I'm Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus.
No, I'm Spartacus.
Oh, he's right.
Well, listener, thank you for tuning into another episode. If you have an idea for one of these challenges or something you think we've missed, we're now calling the voicemail box the dialogue box because that's where everybody's going to go leave.
Okay.
leave
talk box.
Their
the
dialogue?
box. Their
The
dialogue,
old
yeah.
talk box.
Yeah, so the dialogue box is up there for you to leave up to 3 minutes of a rant, an idea, a pitch, to tell Jimmy that you want to look in his eyes deeply, whatever you
I
want.
mean, you can leave 3 minutes and then do another 3 minutes and then do another one and just keep going.
You can. Like, there's nothing
This
stopping
was
you.
part 1 of 7.
This is you know what this is? This is like, what was the Much Music thing that they had? Where
What I was gonna say, Coach's Corner.
The phone booth.
the phone booth, right?
It was Speaker's
Speaker's Corner?
Speaker's Corner.
Yeah, exactly. exactly. Think of this as your for anybody who was around then. This is Speaker's Corner for now. So,
that is our demo.
And yeah, it really truly is.
It is.
And Electric Circus.
Yeah.
Monica Diol. Yeah. So you can do that. Subscribe to the show if this is your first time. We do a lot of these. There's fan casting. There's build your own. There's group. There's one-on-one. There's a lot of fun stuff. Follow everybody else's shit too if you want to know about comedy, if you want to know about the Nerdgasm, if you're in BC and you want to know when Martin's doing his thing again. The only way to do that is to subscribe. Exactly.
Martin's always doing his thing.
I've been a probester. Are you?
I'm a poo cannon.
You're a poo cannon. What are you?
Butt hugger.
And out in Vancouver.
Pride with pride.
I am a trap house.
And we've been your real debaters this week. Watch all the movies, kids. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right, chat. It's time for you to go.
Churches and stuff.
If you have any problems, dial information. Thank you for calling.